Well, hello everybody. Happy Saturday, July 30th, almost the end of the month, and it's time for a very special event. Our viewers play game. This time it is Classic versus Modern, and it is not just special since we're doing these a little more infrequently, not just because I like the theme, but also our team captains are unique this time. We have two members of the same household against each other as team captains. This time we've got both members of the House of Mouse stream, at least two of them. We got Kylah and Ollie. Welcome, you guys. If you'd like to say an intro and some good luck to the other team, we'll get started with this thing.
Sure. Young people these days with your texting and your stuff, I hope you guys pay attention enough to win the game, or at least, be helpful. But good luck against this duo.
We're going to try to use our modern technology to do the best we can. We just hope that we win, if nothing else.
All right. I look forward to it. All right, so yeah, it's Classic versus Modern. We've got Kylah as the captain of Team Classic and Ollie as the captain of Team Modern. The way this worked was I gave them a list of the first 30 or so heroes to appear in Marvel Comics and their Marvel Legendary counterparts, and the same for Modern, the most recent 30. And here's the teams I came up with. Let me go ahead and show you, and I'll give you some info on them. Here is the final setup. Going over the enemies here, we've got Baron Heinrich Zemo and Helmut Zemo with the Dark Alliance scheme, so we're going with them Classic and Modern there. We've got Lethal Legion and Limbo. Lethal Legion representing more of the modern style with the art on the cards, and then Limbo, same thing, more of the classic style. Then we've got Mandroids there as more of a universal constant there, and mechanically they're interesting. And for Team Classic, we've got three classic heroes. We've got Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic, both premiered in the beginning of the Silver Age, Fantastic Four #1 in November 1961. And then we've got Jean Grey, who is also a classic hero from 1963, the X-Men #1. And we're jumping way ahead to Team Modern, all the way up to starting with Gamora. This is the Marvel Studios Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy from 2014, of course. Then we've got Superior Iron Man. First appearance is Superior Iron Man #1 in 2014 as well. And then Vision, who premiered in November of 2015 in Vision Volume 2, #1. So a big gap between these heroes. Should be interesting. Let me go ahead and... yeah, this is uploaded. It's right there. All right, so that's our setup for today. And let's go over this, and then we'll see how this goes today. By the way, if you're new to the Viewers Play format, obviously we have people on stream playing. We have each player normally is two players, but each player is going to be an entire team of people in a secret Discord chat with the captain leading their actions and talking for them on stream. But also the twist is each team or player has their own hero deck and HQ. That's why you saw 3 heroes for each one. We participated in a hero draft where they went down from a list of 8 heroes to 3 a couple of weeks ago, and these are the 3 they've got. They each have their own HQ, so I'm going to be using this to fill up their HQ as we go. But let me go over the Mastermind and scheme. So we're starting with Baron Heinrich Zemo. The Senior Zemo, when you fight a villain, you may use 2 Recruit to rescue a bystander. Baron Zemo gets +9 attack unless you are a savior, which means you have at least 3 bystanders in your victory pile. Always leads Masters of Evil World War II, except for today. We mixed it up a little bit. Master Strike, each player KOs a bystander from their victory pile. Any player who cannot do so gains a wound. He has 9+ attack, so he's going to start taking out bystanders. And we got Baron Helmut Zemo is going to come in later. He gets -1 attack for each villain in your victory pile. His Master Strike KOs villains from victory piles. Any player who cannot do so gains a wound. So a lot of KOing from victory piles today, which is kind of the theme here. And the scheme, of course, is Dark Alliance, which allows for both Masterminds. 8 twists. Twist 1, add a random second Mastermind, who's going to be Baron Helmut Zemo here, to the game with 1 random tactic. Twist 2 to 4, if the second Mastermind is still in play, it gains another Mastermind tactic. Twist 5 to 6, evil. Each Mastermind captures a bystander. Twist 7, evil wins. It is a timer scheme, so we got to go quickly. By the way, note that on Twist 1, if you take out the second Baron Zemo after Twist 1, he gets no more tactics because he's gone. But we are using the final blow on both of them, so that's going to be easier said than done. Speaking of timer schemes and timers, I do have the timer up here, so I'm going to pop this timer up if it decides to work. There it is. All right, there's our timer. You have about 1 minute between actions. So during your turn, if I pop this up, make sure to mind it and get your discussions on so we can move the game on quickly. Otherwise, it's going to go for 6 hours, which sounds fun to me, but not so much to other people. All right, let me go ahead and give everything a courtesy shuffle. And any last words you'd like to say to the other side while I do that? Make sure, let me see. I think, all right. Chats are live, chats are going. Go for it.
did have a question for Ollie. Do you know the way that stars are like your false teeth? Do you know how they're the same?
I know how stars are like false teeth.
Let's see where this is going.
Yeah, they both come out at night. Only old person joke you're gonna hear.
And Team Modern has won the game, so thanks everybody. All right.
Yay!
I'll see myself out.
All right. Shuffling these up. By the way, I have to figure out who's going first, so I will roll the green die. We're gonna have Ollie. Why don't you call it odds or evens, then you can decide what to do if you win.
I feel like the modern generation's pretty odd.
All right. It is evens. So Kyla, would you like to go first or second?
If I could unmute myself, this technology is just.
It's tough, man. You'll get it.
I guess we'll go first.
All right.
It'll
be classic, then modern. Do you guys have a preference of which starter cards you use? I'm using Shield and Hydra. Right now I have it classic Shield, modern Hydra.
Oh, that's absolutely accurate.
Okay. Just to keep them apart. And let's fill up our HQs. No predictions today. The captain's volume's a little quiet. All right, I can pump that up. Thank you. Let's do a quick sound check so you guys can hear. All right, would each of you mind saying something? We'll do a quick sound check and we'll move on. Chat, let me know how they sound.
The Rolling Meeple is talking about doing a wheelchair joke or something, but I think we'll hold off on that. I don't want to kill everybody in chat yet.
We don't want you to roll downhill too fast. I mean, you're getting old.
I think Kyla, you're a little quiet, so if you can put your volume up, that would be helpful. I think Ollie's good. Yeah. And then while you're doing that, let me go ahead and start with our HQs. So we're doing Classic first. Let's see who's in Classic's HQ beginning. So we've got Jean Grey's Psychic Search, Mr. Fantastic's Unstable Molecules, another Unstable Molecules, that's pretty good, Twisting Equations, and Disappearing Axe. So all three heroes showing up. Some pretty strong cards here. I got louder. I shouldn't have gotten louder. That's so odd. I just adjusted the Discord volume. Let me see. All right, I see. What if I do? Oh, is Discord controlling my volume too? That's weird. All right. So
yeah, you got louder and quieter on our end too.
I just adjusted the Discord slider, so that doesn't make any sense to me. All right, I'll put it down here. I can just turn it down over here. So, okay, is this better? I turned it down in OBS. So I should be quieter, and then you guys should be a good volume, and I think that's where we're at. Okay, so here's the starting HQ for Classic. Here's the starting HQ for Modern. Chat, let me know how the sound sounds. All right, we got Viv Vision Neural Network. We got Stolen Necroblaster Gamora. We got the Divided Gamora and Nebula. We have another Stolen Necroblaster Gamora. And then we've got Walking Wi-Fi Viv Vision. And with that, let's go ahead and place our Mastermind and get this thing started. Got the Zemos off to the side. Dark Alliance, we're not going to have to refer to this that much, just when the twists happen. Just adds tactics. And we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay, let's do this thing, starting with turn number 1 on the Classic side. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Here's your starting hand. Classic. 1, 2, 3. And I'll explain how KOs work and how things work on both sides as we go. Okay, you got a 5 and 1 to start. And then the first villain deck card is, of course, Scheme Twist. You're playing one of my games. You know how it goes. Hey, Skelly Duval, thank you for the resub. Very kind of you. All right, so the second Zemo is in already. So Baron Helmut Zemo is in here. They're both in here. And he's got one tactic, which I'm going to set off to the side. But only one. And let me actually add that into the tracker. Mastermind 2. He only needs 2 hits right now, so we're going to make sure we can see that very clearly. Okay. He takes 2 hits. The main Mastermind takes 5 hits. They're both out. No static effects except for their attack, which I will adjust. But let me know, Team Classic, what you would like to do for your very first action with your 5 recruit and 1 attack.
I would like to attack my glasses. Wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm confused. No, let's get the unstable molecules. Let's recruit unstable molecules.
All right, yeah, this unstable molecules is a pretty good card. It's just draw 2 card, gives you attack, but can't be mad at that. That's their first pick up here. And awesome. That's their turn. Refill with. And I'm going to do my best not to grab from the wrong hero deck, but I think I'll be okay. And here's the other HQ. All right. New hand is, of course, 3 and 3, as this was a 5 and 1. Okay, Team Modern, you are starting with a 4 and 2. A little more traditional. A little more traditional hand. And your HQ, I'll get the hang of this in a second. Villain deck gives us White Gorilla Cult. So our first location has appeared. 6 attack. Whenever you fight a villain here, each other player reveals their hand and discards a tech card. So while I'm leaving that out, and I'll adjust this as needed, I might zoom out. I didn't explain how this game works. At the end of the game, if I give out booster packs in the Discord, if you don't know what those are, check out the hashtag booster packs or get packs channel. Check out the pin post. The team that gets more VP gets 3 booster packs each of your choice. The team that doesn't get as many VP gets only 1 each, and if both sides lose, nobody gets anything. So teamwork is essential, but try to win for your team. I think you guys know that. All right, what would you like to do, Team Modern?
Well, I'd personally like to take the 2 troopers and exchange them for agents, but I don't think that's in the rules.
Nah. We could add some special rewards another time.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
That would be interesting.
Can I redeem? I have 9,000 channel points. Can I redeem 9,000 to do that?
I would have to think about how to do that. That would be interesting, but not yet. I don't have the infrastructure for that yet, but I'll think about it.
One of these days, you're going to combine a viewers playing a chaos stream, and we're all just going to explode.
Oh, I absolutely probably will. I got to keep things fresh, you know. So you got 2 recruits. You can get any of these 3. If you'd like to see them up close, let me know. But I think
I've
you
got 2 recruit or 4 recruit.
You've got 4 recruit.
Okay. Well, I'm not getting any opposition, so I think we'll start with the walking Wi-Fi.
Okay, walking Wi-Fi is Viv Vision's 3 cost common, 2 recruit, and then attack whenever you recruit a villain, or recruit a hero from the HQ this turn. Rescue a bystander. Starting to get some bystanders over there. And you've got your first Superior Iron Man in her place with more tech. Here's your next hand, which is going to be another 4 and 2, of course, as the math goes. Speaking of math, this was your 3 and 3, if I recall correctly. And with the Gorilla Cult out, what else are we going to deal with? We got another Scheme Twist. Let's hope for your sake there's one at the very bottom of the deck that we don't have to worry about for a while. Okay, here's the second Scheme Twist. All right, if the second Mastermind is still in play, it gains another Mastermind tactic. So now the counter is out of 3. There are 2 tactics underneath Baron Helmut Zemo. And I'll start marking their attack once you get closer to hitting them. By the way, I'll remind you of and you haven't had the opportunity to do this yet, but he does have the whenever you fight a villain, you may use 2 recruit to rescue a bystander. At any time, you can do that. Speaking of which, you have 3 attack and 3 recruit. Go for it, Team Classic.
Can I attack the villain deck to stop it from doing the Scheme Twists?
That would be great. That would be an interesting thing that we might see down the line in another expansion, and we'll both know when that is.
Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and buy Twisting Equations.
Okay, they get Twisting Equations, which is a 2 recruit Mr. Fantastic, where they get to focus 2, which is interesting because you could basically Baron Heinrich Zemo is kind of like a focus as well. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw an extra card. So they're going to have to figure out how to spend their recruit. 3 attack left, which you can't do anything with, so that's that. There's your Rare Invisible Woman, right there. So let's see how soon they're going to be able to get that. Here's your reshuffle. By the way, that Invisible Barrier cancels ambush effects, so it's very powerful. If an ambush effect would occur, you may reveal this card and draw 2 cards instead. Kind of a big deal. Your new hand is... Oops. I need to move the other side HQ down a little bit. 4, 5, 6. All right, you got 3 recruit, 2 attack, and 2 card draws coming up. And moving over. Here's your 4 and 2. And from the villain deck, we've got a Mandroid. So here's your Mandroid. They get +1 attack for each other Mandroid in your victory pile. Fight, KO one of your heroes. So I will be adjusting these attacks live with double dice as I go. So on the left is classic, on the right is modern. But right now I get +0 because nobody's got any Mandroids in their victory pile. And the Gorilla Cult doesn't move. They're in the Gorilla Cult space. And you guys go ahead.
Sorry, we're chatting.
Please, no, take your time. That's what this is for. Turn timer is active. So while I do that, while you guys take your time with that, I can start giving him minus attack. Nobody's got any villains yet. But I'll use these blue dice. Again, left side, right side to demarcate what his attack is at the time. Although I do need a d20 to start with because he is a 16. So I'll leave those over there. Heinrich Zemo is at 18 unless you're Savior. So right now he's at 18. So I'll do that. He's at 18 attack. And I'll just use these dice to show what his minus attack is so you can figure that out. But right now he's minus nothing.
Well, he's not even in play, technically, is he?
He is in play.
Oh, no, you top decked a Scheme Twist, didn't you?
2 Scheme Twists have happened. So he's not only in play, he got an extra tactic.
Well, that's annoying, Bagel.
Yeah. Hey, what can I say?
All right, so I think we have come to a decision. We are going to obviously just play everything as is. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to fight the Mandroid.
Okay. So they're going to fight the Mandroid first. We got to take care of the location. This is gone for 2 attack. Now they have 1 Mandroid in their victory pile. Fight, KO one of your heroes. So who do you want to KO?
Uno momento, por favor.
Sure. And then we got to worry about the Gorilla Cult. And kind of mess up the other side.
What does the Gorilla Cult do again?
The Gorilla Cult, and I'll just blow this up right now. The Gorilla Cult is going to make the classic side reveal their hand and discard a tech card. But, and as you know, they have one. This is their hand, which we already saw. It's Unstable Molecules, so they will have to you've done it, so they discard Unstable Molecules. It just happens.
Okay. Okay, and we're going to KO a recruit.
Okay, they're going to go ahead and get rid of an operative for that fight effect. You've got 4 recruit to work with. And each Mandroid is now a 3 on your side.
Okay, and then we are going to spend 2 recruit to buy the superior Iron Man.
Okay, this is armor upgrades, 1 attack plus, and then tech you get +2 attack. So they're building up their tech deck as they discard the other side's tech deck. A powerful move. And there's a retractable sword Gamora, one of the stronger cards there is. Depends on you drawing cards. All right, and you can get, yep, you can get a sidekick if you want.
We'll buy a sidekick.
Yep. Here's your sidekick. I have all the special cards in here, so we'll see what this is. It happens to be a standard. And that was a lot of pickups for that turn 2 for you, turn 4 in total. And here's a reshuffle. By the way, if you're listening to this and you are going to Gen Con 2022 and you're not in the Gen Con channel in the Discord, what are you doing? We got a lot of awesome folks there, including our 2 team captains who will be there, who are up for playing Legendary anytime, and are coordinating to try to get, I think there's 20 new promos that are going to be released for the 10th anniversary of Legendary, and I think there's going to be some promo trading going on. So check that out. If you haven't seen those promos, go to newcardgallery.bageltopgames.com. I have pictures of them all there. Okay, you've got 3 recruit, 5 recruit, and 2 attack coming up. You cannot activate Viv Vision. Okay, here's a 3 and 2, thanks to that discard from the other side. Turn 5 gives you a bystander, which goes to... Now, I believe you get to pick which Mastermind gets the bystander, so I will let Team Classic choose. Who's getting it? Baron Helmut Zemo or Baron Heinrich Zemo, if I'm correct?
So let's do, I don't know, Heinrich?
All right. Baron Heinrich Zemo is getting the bystander. And now it's your turn. If you play everything out, you got this, so you can do a recruit, but I need your HQ back. Oh, yeah, you have one card that costs 3, so up to you.
Yeah. I think we'll buy that one.
Okay, they're going to go ahead and pick up a Psychic Search Jean Grey, which is 2 attack, and then X-Men, which she's the only one, rescue a bystander. And she has kind of a bystandery mechanic, for those who don't know. There's a 4-of-a-kind invisible woman that has appeared. And that is your turn. New hand is as follows. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit, 2 attack, and you do have the focus. Draw extra cards next turn ability coming up. I'm trying to make sure the cards don't fall off the table. For some reason, I'm out of room. All right. We've got... There's your hand. Turn 6 is going to give us first Master Strike. So, these Master Strikes resolve. Now, I didn't remember this. I think they resolve in the order in which this team decides. I don't think it might matter. But I'll read them both and you can tell me. Alright, so Heinrich Zemo, each player KOs a bystander from their victory pile. Any player who cannot do so gains a wound. And then Helmut Zemo is each player KOs a villain from the victory pile. Any player who cannot do so gains a wound. So when it comes to victory piles, only the Team Modern has a victory pile and they only have 1 henchman in it. So let's do this, I guess. It really doesn't matter the order here. Here we go. Nobody can KO any bystanders from the victory pile. So everybody gets a wound for that. They are going to go out 2 standard wounds. We're not fighting Mephisto this time, so they go into your discard pile. And then we've got the Helmut Zemo here. Each player KOs a villain. You have to. It's not a choice. So the Mandroids are getting KO'd, which actually helps you with the Mandroids. Helps. Yeah, you guys are the Mandroids. That one gets KO'd. And left side does not have a victory pile. Classic, so they get another wound. So double wounds for the left, 1 wound for the right. And now we proceed. Please take your turn. And as I'm going to be doing physically here, I'll play everything out. I'll never reveal cards unless you tell me, but if you want me to take anything back, you let me know.
Sure. Yeah, we'll just play it all out. We are going to... we have 5 recruit.
5 recruit, 2 attack.
We're going to do a size changing on the Viv Vision in the HQ. Buy her for 2.
Yeah, size changing makes her 2 costs cheaper, so she only costs 2 to recruit, so they're down to 3. And this is the Neural Network 2 attack, and then tech when you draw a new hand of cards end of this turn. Draw an extra card. So she and Mr. Fantastic kind of do similar things on opposite sides. And you've got the dual class, speaking of Black Panther, coming soon. Optimized Technology, 2 attack, draw a card on that one. And you do have 3 recruit to spend, so you can take it, or the Divided Gamora Nebula.
We're going to grab a sidekick.
Okay, they're getting a sidekick instead of Optimized Tech. Interesting. Here we go. It is Lockjaw for some phasing. And I believe that's the last action you can take. So there we go.
How could we get Optimized Tech?
Did you? Oh, it's a 5, not a 3. So I'm peeking at it from behind my microphone. So I saw half the number and it looked like a 3 when I divided it in half.
I mean, I'll take it for 3.
I would love to give it to you, but I can't. I gotta see how other streamers do their mics. It's literally right in front of my face. But I don't know any other way I can do it with the sound quality. Okay. You've got 3 attack, 2 recruit, and a sidekick for a couple of draws. And maybe you can get a tech for that. Who knows? Yeah, that would be a really strong 3 cost, huh? Okay. Turn 7 is going to give you another Master Strike. Okay, Zemos aren't kidding around. I won't even have to show you. There's no victory piles at all. So basically, each side gets 2 wounds. That's what happens right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pass those all out. First, I'll do the first two. Make sure I grab 2 from the top. And here they are. Oh, looks like Team Modern got a Grievous wound. And then 2 more for the other Zemo. And looks like Team Classic got a Grievous wound this time.
What were the Grievous wounds for each side?
Yeah, I'll tell you. So Team Classic got Subdermal Tracker, where you can play an extra card from the villain deck to KO this wound. And then Team Modern got Blunt Force Trauma. You may spend 5 attack to KO this wound. But that hurt. Bad Zemos. Okay, here's your HQ. Go ahead. Again, everything just should be played out. There's no triggers. So 5 recruit, 2 attack. There's no sunlight, moonlight. I can keep everything nice where it is. By the way, kudos to anybody who played again. Mephisto crashes the moon into the sun. I had a better time with it this time than I did the last time we played that because of the hero deck, and the villain deck was a little different. It's still Mephisto crashes the moon into the sun, so be aware. I think I need like an emo to that avatar now.
We're going to go ahead and purchase the other unstable molecules.
Okay. They're fixing to draw some more cards, taking this for 5. And there's another 4 of a kind. You got 2 attack, which again cannot do anything. It's going to be hard to get Savior here. So here's your 2 left in your deck. Let's reshuffle. And see how many wounds you get and how many non-grays you get. Because I think you have about an even number of both at this point. It's pretty close. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like it was 1 wound and 2 grays. Or 2, 3 grays, 1 wound. So you got 4 recruit, 1 attack coming up, and a wound. Which I felt for you. That hurts. Here's your hand. Turn 8 is going to give you Living Laser. So a villain finally shows up. Living Laser gets +3 attack while there's a maze location in the city. Fight each player reveals a ranged hero or gains a wound. Escape, same effect. So if you couldn't tell, I threw a lot of cards in here. Myself and the card Illuminati, by the way, who helped figure this out, the legendary Illuminati, to mess with the other side, which sounded fun. By the way, if you haven't seen the cards for Black Panther, there's a lot of cards in there that mess with the other side too, so... Or not kind of, with the wound mechanic. Should be interesting to try later. Okay, so what would you like to do? Would you like to play your sidekick first? Or play everything out first? Team Modern.
Just a moment.
Yep. Team Modern's off to a pretty strong start. Team Classic kind of got beat down a little bit by a couple of things, but they do have 2 unstable molecules, so we'll see where that goes.
If we play the sidekick, are we going to shuffle?
You have 2 cards in your deck, so you'll just very close, but not shuffle.
What is in our discard pile?
The following. Okay, Wound, Grievous, Wound, Soldier, Operative, Vision, Soldier, or Operative, Lockjaw, Vision, Wound. So this is your discard.
The 3 Viv Visions.
If you're keeping track, yeah, you got 2 Viv Visions here. 2 Viv Visions and 1 Lockjaw. Everything else is graves and wounds.
Okay. Yeah, let's do the sidekick first.
Okay, playing the sidekick, which in case anybody doesn't know, they get to draw 2 cards and they get rid of this card. Put it back on the bottom of the sidekick stack. Last 2 cards in your deck are the operative and another operative. So, if you play everything out, you get 4 recruit and 3 attack. You cannot activate armor upgrades this time. These are reversed. I don't know why I did that. So Living Laser is out of reach. I would zoom out for the location, but I think it works fine like this. Plus, you can easier to see the cards this way. So they're deciding what to recruit. They can only take the divided card, the divided Gamora card, or a officer or sidekick, but that's still a choice to make. Somebody asked in the Discord in one of the rules questions, can you clone a sidekick or an officer from a Mr. Sinister clone defeat. And yes, you can, because it's a hero you recruit. Sometimes it's pretty fun, because if you get a special sidekick, which is in that set, it's probably designed that way, you can get a second one. What's better than getting one Prodigy? 2 Prodigies for the price of 1, same time?
We're going to buy a sidekick.
Okay, another sidekick for them. That's going to cost them 2, and it is going to be Boom Boom, who's a pretty good utility sidekick. Unless they want more wounds. Yeah, Skids would have been useful for both you guys earlier, but she didn't show.
Yeah, no kidding.
I had 2 Skids in my randomizer game this week, and I spent them without letting them do their special effect, because it was a rare I really wanted, and I had to make a decision. And I don't think I ended up using that rare at all anyway. Okay, now it's a full shuffle, because you had no deck left. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That reminds me of the other side's hand. So you got 3 attack, 2 recruit, and a wound. You are both set up for some pretty powerful hands after that, I would imagine. And here it is again. Okay, villain deck gives you another Mandroid. So Mandroid comes into the Gorilla Cult area, and because that Mandroid was KO'd, he's only a 2 attack for both sides. But you don't even have 2 attack, you have 1, thanks to the wound. And 4 recruit.
Yeah, great.
Right? It works out perfectly for all of the Zemos. Alright, you're at 4 recruit, 1 attack. You have a few options in the HQ. Because of her 4 cost thing. And we'll see what they do. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw the Gen Con tote bags. Interesting that they chose the ambition art for the back side of the tote bag. The front side being the Illuminati image. And yeah.
I like the look of that, of the ambition cards. We never get to play with them, so.
Yeah, and the ambition cards, they have 3 different masterminds on them, so I would love... They make more sense for a Master Strike than the Master Strike does, in my opinion. But I like how they look, so that's cool. That's a really neat tote bag.
Let's go ahead and grab, I believe, Disappearing Act.
Okay, they're going to go ahead and get Disappearing Act. This is a card that gives them a Focus 2, where they can KO a card from their hand or discard pile, and 2 recruit on its own. For Classic. And that is their turn. Kind of slow going on both sides to see what happens. Oh! Replaced with yet another Disappearing Act. Here's your hand. Alright, there you go. There's some non-grays. So you've got 4 recruit, 2 attack, 2 card draws, and focus if you want. And I will remind you guys that you can rescue bystanders when you fight a villain with Zemo. If you have the opportunity. Okay, Team Modern. Total game turn 10. We've got Inferno Colossus appearing from Limbo. Ambush. The Mastermind captures a bystander. So, interpretation from chat. Does this mean both Masterminds get bystanders, or one Mastermind of your choice gets a bystander?
I think the way we played it when we tested was we gave both of them.
I think there's a clause there somewhere that says if it says the, you pick one. For like anything. If it says the thing and there's 2 of them, I think you get to pick. But I'll see what else chat says. But at least one's gonna get one. So who's gonna get one?
Give it to Heinrich.
All right. Heinrich's gonna get another one, and it is the opera singer. This is the one we get to shatter villain or hero. The current player picks. Yeah, so it is just one. That's what I thought. All right, so they did that, and they got 2 bystanders there. Thank you. Secret Rules 2 rule sheet is where it is, and Inferno Colossus is there in the Gorilla Cult area. Okay. So you do have enough attack to take out that Mandroid, but not much else. Two recruit, 3 attack is what you ended up with.
I'm trying to make sure I'm caught up here on some of the counting.
Sure. Kind of an expensive HQ for them. They've got 2 5s, 2 6s, and a 2.
Does either group have anything in their victory pile at this point?
No victory piles for anybody. which is
Trying
interesting.
to figure out how we're on turn 10.
Well, you had the Zemo stuff, and you had a lot of strikes and twists come out, and a location, and not a lot of defeating. The one Mandroid was put back. A bystander went to the Mastermind. So.
Oh, so we did have a bystander played?
Yes, it was played, and it went to Heinrich Zemo first.
That's the one I'm missing.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm missing. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I need a decision about 10 seconds from you.
Okay, we are going to obviously just play everything out, and we are going to.
You don't have enough recruit to focus for a bystander, even if you fight the villain. You got to spend. No, you can. You can have just 2. You do.
Yeah, because we have 2. Okay, yeah,
okay,
we're gonna do that.
2.
We're gonna.
Okay.
I forgot you could do that, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna fight the Mandroid.
All right, fighting the Mandroid for 2, which again has you KO a hero. Who would you like to KO? Got 3 soldiers, 2 operatives. Like a good captain, he's consulting his team, so it takes a second. And then after that, they're going to focus. I'm saying focus because they're spending 2 recruit to do something. It's not technically a focus. So after this is gone, they have to KO a hero, and then they're going to spend 2 recruit to rescue a bystander. That bystander is going to be the paramedic, which lets them heal a wound. So we'll wait till they do the KO first. Okay. I just finished the in my comic reading. I'm trying to catch up to Secret Wars because we have the Secret Wars campaign chapter next, and I really want to know what happens in Secret Wars so I can help write that. I just finished Original Sin, which was a cool arc, and now I'm into Axis. There was some pretty cool stuff in there, so looking forward to it.
We're gonna kill a recruit.
Okay, they get rid of a Hydra operative. And now you got the paramedic as your bystander you rescued. So would you like to KO a wound from your hand? You don't have a discard pile. You could KO a wound from the other side's discard pile if you wanted to. So you have a choice between your wound or their wound. Any diplomacy you want to do, or
would help if I unmuted myself. I do like Classic. They're very friendly. But since we have one in our hand, we're going to KO ours.
All right, goodbye wound. Too bad it wasn't a grievous one. All right, you have a victory pile now, so congratulations for that. You have 2 recruit left. Nope, you spent it. So you have nothing left. Your next hand.
It's so mean. We're old and crippled, and you're not even helping us.
Hey, what is the equivalent for like the Marvel timeline? It's like it's every 12 years is a year. So it's been like 5 years.
My argument is your grievous wound is much easier to KO than ours.
I suppose.
Tapes, sure.
It's easier, but do they really want to play another card from the villain deck? All right. Your next turn is this. You have 3 recruit, and you have the potential for 2, 5, up to 9 attack, depending on what you do here with Boom Boom. So 6.
Can you hold that there for just a second?
Please. You will activate armor upgrades on Iron Man. But Boom Boom does give you a lot of choices. All right. I'm going to move it.
Thank you.
And over to Classic, who also have some good stuff to do. Now we're cooking. Turn 11 gives us Inferno Nightcrawler from Limbo. Fight up to 2 cards in your hand that have a recruit icon. Teleport this turn, which means add them to your next hand as an extra card. In a parallel hell dimension, everyone's just a little more demonic than usual. Yeah, you'd expect. Okay. Now you'll have to let me know how you want to play this out. Things are getting complicated. So, Team Classic, let me know when you do. We'll see how much recruit they're going to get. Again, you can spend 2 recruit every time you fight a villain to get a bystander from the senior Zemo. By the way, Helmut Zemo is -1 for Team Modern. So let me go ahead and do that. Because you have 1 villain in your victory pile. Go ahead.
Let's go ahead and do the unstable molecules first.
Okay, they're going to draw 2 cards. Those cards are another Unstable Molecules and a Shield Agent.
Play the Unstable Molecules again.
All right, let's keep it going. 2 more cards. You got a Wound, and you've got another Shield Agent. So as you have no more cards to draw, I think it's just time to play everything out. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Recruit with the Focus ability. And you've got 2 Attack from Jean Grey, and you've got 2 Wounds. So I'm assuming you're going to rest, right?
We'll see.
All right. So as far as recruiting, they can take anything but the rare. They can Focus Twisting Equations to draw. They can do it up to 3 times to draw 3 extra cards next turn. And they can't defeat anything. So are they going to do a Recruit, a Focus, or a combination of both? Or they could also rest, get rid of their wounds. That is also an option. It is not that often you're going to get 2 wounds in a hand. Depending, so. And if you are in chat and on Twitch and you're not playing along, feel free to chime in on what you think should happen or how you think the game's going. Everybody else is in their private chats.
All right, we're going to focus 6 Recruit to draw 3 extra cards.
Wow,
and
okay.
There are wounds.
They're going to do that and rest. That's pretty smart. So you can only rest if you don't fight any villains, any enemies. You don't fight at all. Or you don't recruit any heroes, and they didn't do either. So they're going to focus 3 times. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw an extra card. So they will draw 3 extra cards, and they didn't do the things I said, so they also get to rest their wounds. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and draw 9 cards now. See what they get. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a reshuffle. There's their, I wonder if they're going to speed up the game or not by playing a card from the villain deck. I really do not know what they would do on that front. Because it wouldn't help them, but it wouldn't help the other side either. It would help them a little more than the other side because they get to get rid of a wound. All right, 5 more cards. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of grays, so you end up with 4 attack, 5 recruit, and the focus ability again. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's right. Sure are looking at a lot of Gamora in that HQ. Turn 12 is Swordsman, another lethal legion. Swordsman gets +3 while there's a carnival location in the city. Ambush swordsman at each location in the city. Each capture a bystander. So let's push everybody down. He enters the city, and some things get bystanders. So this gets tricky. The radiation scientist goes to the, I guess swordsman is first on the list, so I should give that to him. And then each location. So the white gorilla cult is going to capture a standard bystander. So you only get this one if you defeat the location. Now, again, locations are supposed to go up here, up there. Just keep in mind. And then the swordsman gets his own bystander there. There is no carnival location, so he is not plus anything, but he does have a little bystander behind him. All right, let me rearrange this a little bit, and let me know what you guys want to do. Actually, I want to show the cost of the location, so let's do it like this. Let's offset them to the side. There we go. That's a little better. So Boom Boom is an interesting sidekick. We'll see if they decide to use her. So she can give you 1, 3, and 4 attack depending on what you do. 1 attack, she goes on top of your deck. 3 attack, she goes back to the sidekick stack as a normal sidekick. And 4 attack, she gets KO'd and you gain a wound, but you do get that 1 extra attack, which could be critical at some point. So a lot of choices there. They do have 2 tech triggers they could do. They could activate armor upgrades +2 attack, or they can get an extra card next turn. So depending on which one they play first, the second one gets its power. The rest are just operatives. So they do have some choices to make. I wonder what they're going to pick. By the way, if you do like events like this and all the other stuff that I help do in the community and everything, consider supporting me on Coffee down there. They don't take any cuts like Twitch does. Helps me keep this channel going and all the little things. So if you're not a member there, you do get some perks. You get early access to replays of streams. You get access to games like this. You get a private chat. You get priority on setups for me to play in my viewer challenges and stuff like that. So check it out. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're going to play Superior Iron Man first.
Okay, armor upgrades first, so no trigger, just one attack.
And then we're going to play Viv.
The Vision is going to activate to attack, and they get one extra card at the end of this turn when they draw their new hand.
And we will play Boom Boom.
All right, which names? Just say a name.
Can I see her real quick just to make sure?
Yep. Time Bomb, Boomer, or Meltdown.
We're going to Time Bomb.
All right, Time Bomb. They get one attack, and she goes on top of their deck. So she's basically an extra card drawn next turn now. And you get 3 recruit. Okay.
And we are going to fight the Swordsman.
Fight the Swordsman. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Desert Raven, yes, because Twitch does take about half of what you put towards me. And if you want everything to go towards me, which is very kind, by the way, that's on Ko-Fi or Coffee. The only thing you don't get is like the emotes on Twitch, but everything else is packed in there, and you can check it out on Discord. But yes, if you did want to switch over, that would help me out a little more. So I do appreciate that. Okay, so Swordsman, you fight him. He has no plus attack, so we do this in order. Take him out for 4. And you rescue his bystander, which is going to be the Radiation Scientist. You may KO one of your heroes or a hero from your discard pile. Your discard pile has 3 soldiers and 1 operative. So which would you like to KO from where? If you want to. If you do follow on Coffee, by the way, not Ko-Fi, a little alert will pop up over here too. I have those set, so I can thank you right away.
We're going to KO the agent.
Okay. The operative.
Yeah,
from the discard pile. All right, yeah, you got it. So that one's gone. You get yourself a bystander. So you have 2 bystanders. You're one step closer to being savior. We've also got the Gorilla Cult to worry about. You didn't fight it, so you don't get that bystander. But each other player reveals their hand and discards a tech card. Man, this Gorilla Cult is really hurting Team Classic. Do you have a tech? You sure do. So you only have 1. So Twisting Equations is discarded. Once again, I think that's the only one you had. Yeah, a bunch of grays. So no more Twisting Equations. For now, for Team Classic. You have 3 recruit left.
We're going to focus 2 to rescue another bystander.
All right, you did fight a villain, so you can do that. And you get 1 more bystander. And I think that's it. So, it is the Engineer that you rescue. Engineer, when you rescue this bystander, reveal the top card of your deck. It's Boom Boom. If that card costs 0, KO it, so we know she's there. You put her there, so you don't KO anything. But you are Savior now. So right side is Savior. That means I got to do this dice. He is 9 attack. Yeah, 9 attack for Team Classic, 18 attack for 9 attack for Team Modern, 18 attack for Team Classic. Going forward. And that's that. Now here's your 7 cards, starting with Boom Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got a couple of wounds. 1 Grievous, 1 non. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. You got Boom Boom. So up to 7 attack if you want it. You could also phase Lockjaw. It's a whole thing. But see what happens. Moving over. Back to Team Classic. Now it's an all gray hand thanks to that discard, but it is a lot of gray cards. More than normal. Turn 13 is going to give you Inferno Darkchild. Love this art. Fight. Reveal the top card of your deck, KO it, or teleport it. Escape. Each player teleports a random card from their hand. So she's going to go into the White Gorilla Cult space. And you don't really have much to do except play everything out unless you'd like to play an extra card from the villain deck to KO the wound. So I'll hold off and let me know what you want to do there. Because that might affect what you do. We'll see. Do you think we're going to see more Grievous wounds? I think they're the only special card that hasn't gotten a second... Oh, actually, special shield officers too. Sidekicks are the first one to get a second grouping of special ones. So I guess what's more likely, more Grievous wounds or more special shield officers is my question. I don't think we're going to see special shield officers in Black Widow, even though we're going to see some shield in there. But Grievous wounds are fun.
Is that Darkchild that came in?
Oh, one more time?
Sorry, is that Darkchild that came in?
Yes,
Yeah,
Inferno Darkchild.
And we're on the Mastermind team, right? Let's play a card from the villain deck. I like villains.
You are confirming.
Yeah, let's play a card from the villain.
Okay. They're going to play a card from the villain deck to KO this wound. So we'll KO the wound a little early, but next card from the villain deck is going to be... They've played an extra or Scheme Twist. An extra, just early. So you've done it. Dark Alliance. This is twist number 3. There's another Mastermind tactic going to the Junior Zemo. So that's out of 4 now. Pretty good, Ashley. How are you? So now you got to hit the Mastermind a total of 5 plus 4 times, 9 times. Speeding up that timer.
Excellent.
But you don't have a wound anymore.
That's true. I'm old. I'm confused.
Okay, so I guess we'll play everything else out now. You have no choice.
Yes.
3 attack, 3 recruit. You cannot fight anything in this city, not a single darn thing. And you also can't recruit anything in the HQ, so you can't do anything except for a special. Hey, Rube BC, finally catching a live stream. It's been a while. Hi, Bageltop. Hi, Rube. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen your name, so welcome back. Thank you for the resub.
But yeah, we can fight. We can fight Nightcrawler. We have 4 attack.
Oh, you do. Hold on. I missed that one. You do have 4.
One of our troops.
I'm like 6 cards sounds right. 6 is normal. So yes, you can fight Nightcrawler if you want to. And then you can get a bystander from Zemo, or you can do a recruit.
We'd also like to hold one of our agents in our hand.
Okay, you will.
We're gonna go ahead and fight Nightcrawler.
I see what you're doing here. Fighting Nightcrawler for 4. Up to 2 cards in your hand that have a recruit icon gain teleport this turn, and you have 1 now. So Nightcrawler's gone, and this gains teleport. Would you like to teleport it?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's gone for the next turn.
And we would like to rescue a bystander.
And you do. You spend the 2 to get a bystander from Zemo. It is the Aspiring Hero, which lets you gain a sidekick. So here's your sidekick. Top card of the sidekick stack is a standard sidekick. There you go. Yeah.
Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate your help.
Ashley, I thought you said a night of booze, music, and run. Like, what happened? But you said fun. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Okay. That is your hand. Let me just confirm a couple of things. I have... Just moving some stuff around on my side stacks over here. Left side has 1 villain with victory power, 1 bystander. So you're not savior yet, but Helmut Zemo is 1 cheaper to fight for you guys as well, but you're not yet savior. Now is your new hand. So there's your teleported card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I just realized I've been apparently playing Grievous Wounds on hard mode. For some reason, I got into my head that you can't recruit fight when you got rid of them like normal wounds. No, because... That's funny, yeah. So just be specific. Hey, Desert Raven Gamer, thank you for the coffee subscription. I do appreciate that. And again, I said earlier, if you support me on there, coffee doesn't take a cut like Twitch does. So I do appreciate it over there. It helps me keep this channel, all the stuff I have going. So very kind of you, thank you. And check Discord for the special chat. Okay, yeah, so this one, for example, you may play a card from the villain deck if you do KO this wound. Only the standard wounds say that if you don't fight or recruit, you can get rid of it. So yeah, that is hard mode, so don't do that anymore. Makes your game too hard. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit, 6 recruit coming up on your side, 2 attack, 2 card draw. You've also got the KO power focus with Disappearing Act as well. No other X-Men for Jean Grey, though. But you do have 1 bystander. You'll get there soon enough. Modern, turn 14. They have 2 wounds. So they might do a repeat of what you guys did. I don't know. They have a lot of attack, though, potentially. There you go. Turn 14 is another Mandroid. So this Mandroid comes in, and this Mandroid is going to be +1 attack on the right-hand side, on the modern side only. It's going to be 3. And I will also do this because he's going to be 2 for the left-hand side, because they don't have any Mandroids. Please, play your hand out. My favorite thing about the Grievous Wounds is, like, they have, if they rested, they could get rid of both wounds, because this standard wound says if you do no fight or recruit, KO all the wounds in your hand, and this is a wound in your hand, so it works that way. But then they can't do any fighting or recruiting, so we'll see what they do. Fun game so far. I like how the villain deck is playing out. It's kind of how we imagined.
Can I see Boom Boom, please?
Yes. Again, +1 on top of the deck, +3 goes to the sidekick stack, +4, get a wound. I do remember her from the early comics. She does change her name a lot, so this is very inspired. And again, all the art in Messiah Complex was done by the great Noel Lopez. He did all the cards, every single one. And they don't disappoint. I love it. He did all the art for Realm of Kings as well. All right, let's see what happens here.
Let's phase.
Okay, Lockjaw's going to phase, which means he's going to swap with the top card of their deck. And I wonder what that's going to be. Top card of their deck, and the only card in their deck is a Hydra Soldier. So that's who faces in. Now the only card in their deck right now is a Lockjaw. Now you have no activations.
Did I see the KO effect on the operative? Or the soldier?
It was the teleport effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was this one.
I saw it out of the corner of my eyes. And
It's the same. It's fun fact. Same animation, different color.
That's
and different sound effect.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm seeing both chats pretty active. This is neat. By the way, a teaser for the next Viewers Play, which will probably be in a couple of months. It's a theme. I think we're going to do it that we've been thinking about for a long time. And as certain things have happened, it's changed the way we wanted to do it. So it should be fun. All right, time is up. I need to know within the next 10 seconds what you want to do. At least one action when it comes to not your non-grays.
Right.
Do you have a consensus?
No, it's really just me and one person, so we're discussing.
Sure.
What's the cure effect on the wound one more time?
This one is you may spend 5 attack to KO the wound, which you can do, but then you get another wound if you do that with Boom Boom. So you're basically swapping it out for another wound in that case, which sometimes isn't the worst. But I do need a decision from you. I can at least play everything else out for you because I know there's no results there. Walking Wi-Fi is not going to activate, and then you've got operative 3 for recruit, and then 1 soldier. If you need to unplay any of that, let me know. Only decisions are you going to play Boom Boom, and if so, which name, and are you going to rest as well or not?
Right. Yeah, that's what we're thinking of.
Okay. Team Classic, feel free to chime in if you have some tips for them, because this game is getting a little tougher than you might have thought, so there might be some collaboration needed.
This is so very unlike our first 2 playthroughs.
It really is. It's not really necessarily. I mean, it's leaning in our favor a little bit, but we're not strong by any means.
Classic, the consensus is you should rest, if that means anything.
I unfortunately disagree. We're gonna boomer.
Okay. They're going to boom. They're going to boomer.
Excuse me. You're not allowed at that talk.
Not that kind of boomer. Okay.
Is that not your generation?
Rude.
I mean, it is 1961, so.
No, I'm not a boomer.
All right, you've played boomer.
I can't remember if you legitimately are or not, honestly.
Respect your elders, sir.
Okay, you've played it. You have 4 attack, 4 recruit. You have these 2 wounds sitting out here. What would you like to do next?
Let's go ahead and hit the Mandroid.
Okay, they're going to hit the Mandroid for 3, which is going to power up the next Mandroid, taking him out for 3. Fight, KO one of your heroes. Who would you like to KO?
I'm going to KO an operative.
Okay, Operative goes goodbye. Mandroid goes away. And the Gorilla Cult again. Left side has to discard a tech card. And again, Mr. Fantastic keeps being discarded. That Gorilla Cult is really helping you guys out and really hurting Team Classic. So now you got 2 Mandroids over there. 4 Recruit. You can no longer rest. And you only have 1 card in your HQ that you can afford. You can get a sidekick or an officer.
We're going to buy a Maria.
You are going to get an officer. I was wondering if you do that. So here's your officer, and it is a special officer. It's not a Maria. It is a Sharon Carter. 2 Recruit, and you may send her undercover. If you do, you get 1 more Recruit. Fantastic Gorilla duty. Yeah. A lot of gorilla theming. We got a gorilla in the Black Panther expansion. It has Ken Hale Gorilla Man on it, one of the cards, which is neat. So there is your special officer. That is your turn. Which makes me just really want that Agents of Atlas set. Now that I saw Ken Hale, I'm kind of a fan of Agents of Atlas. I think it's a neat team. If you're not familiar, it's where Jimmy Woo. It's not where he's from, but he spent a lot of time in that group. Who is the character we've seen in the MCU with Ant-Man. Randall Park's character. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got your special officer. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit, which is going to help you guys out. 3 attack if you don't phase. Moving over. Let's get you your HQ back. And there you go. Yes, villain deck, not the hero deck. Turn 15 is going to give you another Mandroid. So let's give him a stats. Still 2 attack for you guys. 4 attack for Team Modern. There you go. Depending on who you are, that's the attack. And proceed. If you might as well play everything else out. You have nothing to draw. So 4 recruit. 2 more recruit from Invisible Woman gives you 6, and then 2 attack from Jean Grey gives you the 2 attack, which is enough to take out the Mandroid, if you so choose.
Let's give a little back to team what is their name? Team Twitter? No.
Close enough.
Yeah, Team Twitter. Discard your tech.
All right.
And we'll have to yeah.
Was that a Bewitched notification sound that I heard?
Was a Bewitched.
Amazing.
Amazing. I will own up and say that we probably deserve that.
Probably. Taking every opportunity to hit the Mandroids and make us discard cards.
All right. Who are you KOing?
It really is an unfortunate spot for the gorilla.
It is. They show up right there where they're easy access for utility.
Bertha, she's the second trooper.
Okay, the second one. She's relieved of duty. You got it.
I get confused.
All right, and that is your Mandroid. So you now have 1 Mandroid, so any future Mandroid is going to be 3 attack for you. I have dice just up here. And Gorilla Cult. So again, right side has to discard a tech card, which they have. So Walking Wi-Fi is discarded. It's going to nerf your recruit ability. And now what would you like to do with your 6 recruit?
Let's buy the giant hand that the other team has stopped us from getting every turn.
I mean, I don't blame them. It's a powerful card. 1+ attack. Fantastic 4. You get +1 attack for each card in your hand. Okay, now their engine is revving. I can hear it. You've got Jean Grey appearing again. New hand. Speaking of hands, there's 4 and a shuffle. Kirkles, type in exclamation sleeves. It'll tell you they are BCW sleeves that I really like. It'll give you a link to them too, I think. Like with any other sleeve, I have to re-sleeve the Agents Troopers every so often, but everything else holds up for a long time. Okay, wow, that's a lot of cards drawn. If you can get 1 gigantic hand, that's going to be a big turn for you. That's 6 card draws right there. So, we'll see. A couple of recruit. But who knows if that'll make an appearance. Okay, your recruit has been nerfed a little, but you still have 4. And from the villain deck, Team Modern pulls a Scheme Twist. Getting close to the end. It's getting kind of scary now. All right, that is twist number 4. That is the last tactic for the second Mastermind. So now they are fully loaded up. You have to hit them both a total of 10 times combined to win now. All 5 tactics for Baron, Helmut, Zemo are out. Also, you can't see this. It's off screen, so I should adjust that too because there's more villains defeated. So by the way, let me just go over this. Twist 5 to 6, they get bystanders, and twist 7, evil wins. So let me count the villains real quick. Left side's got 2 villains, so Zemo is -2 on the left on the classic. And Team Modern's got 1, 2, 3 villains, so he's -3. So 13 on Team Modern and 14 on Team Classic to hit, not 23. You get the idea. And then 0, same thing. All right, so here's your hand. Let me know what you want to do. Do you want to phase or not? The only card in your discard pile is that walking Wi-Fi right now, so I don't know what's the top of your deck.
Yes, we will phase.
Okay, I'll do the shortcut phase this time. And top of your deck is Hydra Soldier. So that gave you 1 less attack than you would have had before. So play it all out. Actually, do you want to send Sharon Carter undercover or not? Because you have to do that, I think, when you play her. So if I play your Grays, that's 2 attack, 2 recruit, 2 attack. So 2 and 2. So up to you what you want to do with her. That would give them 5 recruit, would let them get one of their cards in their HQ. But then they'd lose her for the rest of the game. So, who knows? I never noticed the Hydra logos on. I guess that's a Hydra file cabinet that's in their office that she's infiltrating. There's some Hydra files on it. Okay. What would you like to do?
It would help if I could type. It took me like 10 seconds to type somebody's name.
I mean, you could speak it out loud, but then the other side will hear. I mean, there's some things where they you know, they can't do anything, so wouldn't hurt for them to hear, but it's up to you.
We are going to send her undercover.
You are? Okay, that means I get to go ahead and play her for 2 recruit, and I get to do this cool little thing. She is now in your victory pile. 1 more VP for you. And you get 1 more recruit.
I mean, the VP is nice, but the recruit was what we needed.
Yes, so now you have 5 recruit, and now you can actually take 1 of 3 of these things. You got optimized tech, you got retractable sword.
Optimized technology.
All right, they're going to go ahead and now recruit Optimized Technology, which is a dual class card, tech and ranged. 2 attack, draw a card. Pretty good. That's theirs. A refresh for you. It's been a while. Hey, it's not another one. It's the one I thought it was before, the 3 cost. So this one is superior to others. 2 recruit and then range. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. If one of them has a higher cost than the other, draw it, put the rest back in any order. He's always competing. And I don't think you can do anything with that 2 attack, so that is your turn. Okay, you got a couple of tech now. So we'll see if they decide to make you discard 1 from the Gorilla Cult again. Let me tell you what you got.
I would like to possibly suggest something or get some opinions on something.
Go ahead.
Team Classic, do you guys like your HQ at all?
It's okay.
I think we could probably entertain an escape, because I think we're both struggling to recruit somewhat. Recruit the cards that are better for both of our mechanics.
Perhaps.
Just a thought for future reference.
I mean, you guys are ahead in VP, so of course you'd want us to have an escape instead of attacking things.
Well, I'm trying to also have us win the game. And we are probably going to need y'all's help to win the game, and if we are both struggling to recruit heavily, we're going to have a hard time hitting, at the very least, probably Heinrich.
Okay, interesting. I wonder if that's going to work out. I guess it depends on the next few turns. We'll see if things keep beating down on you, or maybe Classic has a really good turn this turn and they don't care anymore. We'll see. Hey, Time Roller, what's up? All right, turn 17 is going to give you another scheme twist. All right, reconsider that last conversation. So that is twist number 5. Each Mastermind captures a bystander. 2 more twists, the game is over. These twists are coming out fast and furious. So looks like Helmut's gonna get a standard. Oh, standard for both.
I heard Vin Diesel's name. Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yes. Is that his name in the movie? I didn't see it. The new one. All right, I'm just gonna overlap these a little bit. Yeah, the game has a minimum of 2 turns left. Okay, what would you like to do?
One unstable molecule first.
Okay, each one's gonna draw 2 cards. So they draw 1, 2 troopers.
Play the second one.
Second unstable molecules, 2 more cards. 1, 2. You got it. There's your gigantic hand. They're gonna do some damage this turn. It's probably good for the both of you, seeing how those twists keep coming out.
Let's play our sidekick.
Playing the sidekick for 2 more card draws. You do lose this one though, because it's a sidekick. 1, 2. So right now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in your hand, counting gigantic hand, which you have to play. So it'll be 8.
Let's play gigantic hand.
Okay, 1 gigantic hand gives them 1 attack. Then after 4, you get +1 attack for each card in your hand. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So they're at 9 attack right now. Okay, there you go. And then if you play everything else out, that is 11 attack. Whoops. As I crush Invisible Woman's, but she got her shield up, so if all the heroes to drop a die on, she's fine. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Recruit. And Twisting Equations, 2 more. So they're at 11 attack, 6 recruit. So they have some choices to make. So I'll give them some time to do so. They can fight literally almost anything that's out there. They're still not saviors, so they cannot fight Heinrich Zemo. They have 1 bystander. Also, they can't fight Helmut Zemo because he's 14. They're very close, but they can hit the villains to try to weaken him for them.
Can you show us the villains and their fight effects, please?
Yes. We've got Living Laser, who has a fight effect. Each player reveals a range hero or gains a wound. We've got Inferno Colossus, who has KO one of your heroes as the fight effect. You've got Inferno Darkchild, who I believe has no fight effect. No, she has fight. Reveal the top card of your deck, KO it or teleport it. And then that's it. White Gorilla Cult has no fight effect, but you can also fight that. And get rid of it for you once and for all. So they can't use it anymore on you. The more villains you defeat, the weaker Helmut Zemo gets. And you'll need him to be weak because he has all his tactics. It is a double Mastermind game officially, as of now. Full double Mastermind. Okay, time is up. I need your first decision, or at least some of your thought process. That's what I ask of you if you're not ready.
Our thought process is really don't like that Gorilla Cult.
Yep, that would be 6 attack. You'd get a bystander. You'd have 5 attack left.
Yeah, I think we're going to hit the Gorilla Cult and get the bystander and take that stupid thing out of play.
Alright, you hit the Gorilla Cult, no fight effect. The location is gone, and you do get the bystander. This does not count as a villain in your victory pile, though, because it's a location. This does get you one step closer to Savior. You have 2 bystanders, so you're almost there. 1 more, and you'll be Savior, and then Heinrich Zemo will be... He will be weaker, but you do have 3 more Master Strikes left that he can start KOing them, so there is that. So with 5 attack left, you have... Go ahead.
Let's see. That Colossus, it KOs a hero or a card?
This one KOs a hero. What the heck is he grabbing there? Some weird Limbo Muppet villain? I guess.
Kind of looks like a pterodactyl. Sort of.
Bit.
Yeah.
He's got it around the neck pretty hard. I wouldn't want to be in that position. That would hurt. Also, why does he have Namor's hairline? Anyway. So 20 more seconds, then I need a decision. Again, Team Modern, if you have any tips for them, speak now or forever hold your peace. You do have your 6 recruit. You can use that to get bystanders from Heinrich Zemo. Okay, I need a decision from Team Classic, or at least help talk it out.
Dark Child, look at the top card, KO it or teleport, correct?
Correct. Reveal the top card of your deck, KO it or teleport it. Now, if she escapes, you get a random teleport for each side. Colossus doesn't have an escape effect, so if he escapes, it's just a regular thing.
And we have 5 attack left.
You do. So you can't hit Living Laser, you can't hit the Masterminds, you can only hit one of these 2 if you wanted to. So is it a KO one of your heroes, or KO or teleport the top card of your deck? You also have twisting equations to focus later, but that's not a fight. So you can, for you.
Let's go ahead and attack Colossus.
Okay, Inferno Colossus is being attacked for 5. KO one of your heroes. Who are we KOing?
We're gonna KO Big Ned. He's the first trooper there.
All right. Sorry, Big Ned. And then Inferno Colossus is gone. Helmut Zemo gets a little weaker on your side, so he's 3 on both sides. There. -3. So 13 both sides. And you have 6 recruit. You have a lot of things you could do with that, but if you want to get the bias down, you have to do it now. But I guess it doesn't matter. Everything is right after you fight the fight the villain, so
yeah.
It has to be the first thing you do if that's what you do. They can spend 2 to get a bystander here. They can recruit anything up to any of the 3 or 4 costs here, and they can also focus 2 any number of times and draw an extra card next turn. So they got a lot of options.
We're gonna focus 2 to rescue a bystander.
Okay. Which again, for anybody watching, not technically a focus, but it worked the same way basically. So 2 on Heinrich Zemo to get a bystander. That bystander is the undercover agent. A player of your choice gains a shield officer. So who's getting it? And you are savior now, by the way. Both sides are. So 9 on both sides. And whoever fights Heinrich Zemo gets a ton of bystanders.
We'll go ahead and gain that ourselves.
You will gain it. All right, the officer you gain is a standard officer. There's Maria. We all love her, right? There's your bystander. You have 4 recruit left. They've got their HQ. They've got their focus. I'm peeking in the chats. Interesting discussion going on. Can't wait to watch it back. What was that comic book site you always talk about to read them in order? I will post the link. It is Complete Marvel Reading Order, cmro.travisstarnes.com. The order that I read is the Essential Order, which is the big events and important comics for the history of what's going on in the universe. Essential 616. I've already also jumped around and read things like the Noir comics and the Ultimate comics, but here is the order that I read, and I'm having a blast with it. I'm getting close to the end. There's still so much to go. I'm just trying to get to Secret Wars so I know what the heck's going on in there. I'd rather read it for myself than be spoiled too much. Okay, time is up. I need a decision.
All right, we are going to focus 4 to draw 2 cards.
All right, easy enough. Focus, focus. Draw 2 cards after these get discarded. So now you get 8 cards. Let's see what they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a shuffle. Both sides are doing some KOing, so decks are feeling pretty thin. Also, not a lot of recruiting. Hey, there's Mikey with the water. Thank you. I forgot to drink water. 1 more. 8. Shield Agent. So, looks like he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 recruit coming up. 4 attack. And even if the Gorilla Cult was here, they couldn't have made you discard anything because you don't have any text. So, let's move it on over. As I redeem Mikey's Hydrate. Okay, here's your hand. And there you are. Turn 18 is Power Man Eric Jostin appearing. He gets +3 attack while there's a prison location in the city. There aren't any. Escape. Each player puts a villain from their victory pile into the escape pile or gains a wound. That would be bad for a few reasons. 5+ attack on him. What would you like to do? Team Modern. Let us
Oh
have
crap! It's our turn.
it. Yes. Surprise.
Uno momento.
You got it. Oop. I'll give you a reset timer because you weren't ready. It's okay. So again, they have the 2 tech cards that activate off of each other, so they're gonna have to choose whether or not they want to draw an extra card next turn or get the +2 attack. If they play everything else out as it is right here, they get 3, 4, 6 attack, 8 attack actually, 2, yep, 5, 6, 7, 8. If they don't phase Lockjaw, that would be kind of overkill. They could almost hit Baron Heinrich Zemo, but he's a 9. They could phase something better, but it hasn't worked out for them recently. They've got a lot of grays, but it could work out.
True. We're gonna phase anyway.
They are going to phase anyway. All right. Phasing Lockjaw, and it is Hydra Operative, so don't say I didn't tell you.
That's understandable. All right, so
Not a lot of setting up the top card of the deck in this setup. Not a lot of knowledge in general in this setup. Go ahead.
what is the fight effect on Living Laser?
Living Laser affects the other side, or each player. Each player reveals a ranged hero or gains a wound. You have no ranged heroes. Left side does have a ranged hero. Classic does. So only you would get a wound if you fought them.
Gross.
And that was, what was that, here? Or in the streets or rooftops? I forgot where it was. I think it was in the rooftops.
It was in the streets, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, streets. Oh, yeah, because Colossus was there. Right, okay. Okay, what would you like to do first? This is the part of the game where decisions take a little longer, so
What
I'm gonna
is-
push to make things happen so I can move
Okay.
along. Yes, go ahead.
We need to figure out.
What do you think, Team Classic?
You should rest,
We're going to play Viv.
right?
All right, they're playing Viv Vision, 2 attack, nothing else, and then I
Uh,
assume you play armor
then-
upgrades.
Yes.
The armor upgrades gives you 3 total attack from there, 5, and you got 6.
And then
you got
everything
2
else
recruit.
comes out.
So
We
6
are
attack
going
does let you
to-
hit.
We're going to fight Darkchild.
All right, Inferno Darkchild is being fought. Fight, reveal the top card of your deck. I think we know what that is. It's good old Lockjaw. Would you like to KO him or teleport him?
Teleport him.
All right. He doesn't phase this time. He teleports to the next hand.
Teleport the doggo.
You do. And, yeah, you avoid that nasty escape. Also, 4 now on Baron Helmut Zemo. He's 12 to hit for you guys. And you got 2 recruit. Would you like a sidekick or would you like this divided card? HQ's been pretty stagnant. But I could tell you don't want this card.
Sidekick.
Forgive, resent. All right, it's resent, I guess. So, sidekick it is. You guys get
Sorry,
Uh,
Nebula.
standard sidekick, I guess, yeah. The 2 characters you really don't want to piss off here. All right.
Y'all hate blue people. So much hate on the modern team. It's just sad.
1, 2.
Back in my day, we loved blue people. Smurfs. Smurfs were great. You don't see Smurfs anymore. People don't talk about.
I'm surprised how well you're handling the technology, honestly.
I think there might be a gas leak in the other room. I think that's crazy.
All right, 4 more.
He got me on the meta book, the meta space. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys got 6 attack, 1 recruit coming up and a wound. Okay, and this hand was larger than normal. What a big messy pile of agents I just did there. All right. Wow, I put these down terribly. Ignore all this. I'll fix it in post. Turn 19 is another villain. We've got Inferno Cyclops. Ambush. Inferno Cyclops captures a bystander. That bystander is damage control. That's it. If this villain escapes, the Mastermind captures all the bystanders this villain had. 6 attack. And by the way, damage control is the one that when you rescue this, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, put any that cost 2 or less into your hand, put the rest back in any order.
Did I miss something? Was there not another Infernal Cyclops at some point?
We didn't see Infernal Cyclops yet.
It was the other one that made the Mastermind.
It was Colossus, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay. So you have no triggers, so if you play everything out, you've got 6 recruit and 4 attack. What's it going to be? They can fight anything. Oh, no, they can't fight anything in the city. They have 6 recruit, not attack. They can't fight anything at all. 6 recruit will let them recruit almost anything and all they want from the HQ. They cannot get a bystander from Zemo because they cannot defeat a villain, but they can also focus to KO some cards with Disappearing Act. Disappearing Act says, for the record, focus 2, you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. You currently have no discard pile. So if you want to unplay any of these, let me know if you wanted to KO them because we didn't reveal anything. You would have to not play them to do so. What do you think, Team Modern? Should they do some KOing? Should they do some recruiting?
Probably KOing.
They do have the opportunity to KO 3 cards,
I'm a fan of deck thinning personally.
but they also haven't been able to recruit as much as they wanted. They do have some good cards. All right, Team Classic, what's it
I'm
going
not
to
sure
be?
they want to recruit anymore.
They do have the one giant hand engine pretty solidly.
Though that rare looks tasty.
It does. They're very close.
So, do you guys think we should be thinner? Now, is that a fat joke?
I plead the 5th.
These youngsters, I don't understand.
I'm doubting your credibility, Kylie, because you have not used the word hooligans once.
Tomfoolery. That's a word.
That is.
Let's go ahead and focus 2
Okay.
to KO. Let's do Little John. He was from Robin.
So let me back up a little bit. Let me unplay everything except for the non-grays so we can do this correctly. So everything else in your hand right now. So you focus 2 to KO what?
Little John. He's the one with the gun. That's hidden. He's hiding. He's hiding behind.
Oh,
Robin.
this one. All right. Sorry, Little John.
So I believe Team Classic has told Lil Jon to, quote, get wrecked.
Yeah. He made Little John turn down, but for what?
Sorry, you picked the wrong one.
Baker, you're going to be awesome dad one day with those dad jokes.
I've been prepping my whole life, trust me. And then the kid's going to be like, who's Little John?
The bagel.
Yep. Was it the wrong one?
Yeah, you're supposed to KO the trooper.
Oh, this one was hiding. And they also has a gun, so you got to be more specific. All right, this one.
So confusing because like you think the troopers would have the guns and the agents would have
They're all shield agents. They all have guns. I don't know what to tell you. All right. Now what?
There's a bit of a debate, so we're trying to.
You did take an action, so I'll give you more time. Just got to keep things moving relatively quick. So, question for the gallery here: do you think that we see the Infinity Saga expansion this year? I think yes, just really late this year. I think it's the last expansion we see this year.
I'm thinking around Christmas.
Yeah, probably a holiday release. I think it'll be Black Widow, then Infinity Saga, and then they'll be almost caught up because they'll just be behind by one expansion, which is pretty impressive for catching up like this.
I'll give them a lot of credit. They kept their word when they said that we were gonna, once they got the ball rolling, it was gonna steamroll, and
Yeah.
they didn't lie.
Big time. It was, some rough going around there, but I'm glad they switched to, they're not making any promises and giving us dates when they know for sure, and that really helped with the confidence, I think, of folks. So, yeah, and this coming out quick, so I'm sure all the people who worked on this are very happy we're finally seeing them. Okay, Team Classic, what would you like to do?
That's a good question.
I see there is some debate in your chat. By the way, if you're listening to this and you're in one of the chats, you should go in there. Or you're in one of the groups, you should go into the chat. If you're not, and if you are listening and you're not, you can still join a team. If you are a Coffee member, Twitch subscriber, hero, or villain in the chat, you can go pick a team right now and get in one of these chats immediately and help them out. So check out the Discord. Check out the pinned post in viewers play for that. I'm sure they would love to have you there.
I think we're gonna recruit.
Okay. So how many of these do you want to play?
Just play everything out.
Okay, play it all out. That's 4 recruit and 3 total attack.
Well, Ollie, which one do you think we should recruit?
How much recruit do you have?
4.
They can take anything but invisible barrier.
Are you guys leaning any certain direction, or debating between 2 certain things?
There's a debate between all 3 choices.
So they have, by the way, for people watching, they've got 4 of a kind, which is 2 attack. If they played any other cards that cost 4 this turn, you get +2 attack. So potential 4 attack. They've got Psychic Search, which is, they already have one, 2 attack, rescue a bystander, X-Men, but they'll be able to trigger them this time, hopefully, if they draw them at the same time. And then they got another Disappearing Act, which we had this turn, where they get to focus 2 to KO stuff. So
How many Invisible Womans do you have in your deck? 1?
1.
Yeah, I don't think the 4 cost is worth it. Or the 4 buffer one is worth it. I would narrow it down between Jean and the KO power.
We also only have 1 Gene in our deck.
You also technically only have one of the KO power in your deck, I believe, too.
Yes.
the KO power
Right.
one also doesn't give you more attack, though. So keep that in mind.
It's true, but they're trying to focus.
True.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do the Disappearing Act.
Okay, it is Disappearing. Yeah, to make a decision at some point. So
He sounds
Disappearing-
disappointed. I think he wanted Jean.
Nope. I want an invisible barrier, but
Really?
I got
Oh, wait, that's the rare, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe you can get it soon. Here is the replacement. It is another Psychic Search. And I got 2 there. And that's your turn. Next hand. Okay, that's setting up pretty good for you. You got another 1 gigantic hand turn with 2 with 1 unstable molecules. So now on the surface, you got 5 recruit and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 9 attack maybe, depending on what happens. But you got to play, you got to play Mr. Fantastic first. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out for you. Moving over. And you are Savior, so maybe you guys can hit the Mastermind next turn. You got to do that with the time you've got left. Turn 20. Okay, another Mandroid shows up. So again, Mandroids get +1 for each other Mandroid in your victory pile. No location here, so everybody pushes. So you have no Mandroids. Oh, you have 1 Mandroid on the left-hand side. Oh yeah, I already counted these out. So this Mandroid is going to be 3 to hit for Classic. And then for Modern, you have a couple. Modern's got 1, 2. Yep, 2 Mandroids. So this is 5 to hit, or 4 to hit for you guys. 3 and 4, respectively. Okay, what would you like to do with Lockjaw? This is the Grievous Wound, by the way, where you get to spend 5 attack to get rid of it. Now they've got...
Again, the mute button. It's a demon. We're going to face.
That mute button's from Limbo. All right, let's go ahead and phase Lockjaw out. And you get, finally, a Not a Gray. You got Expanding Neural Network, which you can activate, so it functions just as a 2 attack card. And then if you play everything else out, that's going to give you 6 total attack and 1 recruit. So what will they do? Will they get rid of their wound? Will they fight something? Who knows? They don't even have enough recruits to get a bystander from Zemo. The Masterminds are 9 to hit, and for them, 12 to hit for Helmut right now. But the more villains they take out, the weaker he gets. And we do have some Master Strikes coming up, so they're going to lose some villains from the victory pile. He's going to strengthen himself back up. And I don't remember what his tactic do exactly, but I think if I peek at him, Some of his tactics do the same.
Is there a fight effect on Cyclops?
There is not. So no fight effect on Cyclops. So where the heck did I put Zemo's tactics, by the way? Let me find those. I need those.
Oh, wait. What is the bystander?
The bystander's damage control. That's the one where you get to draw some cards that cost 2 or less. Put them into your hand, actually.
Okay, let's play everything out and then hit Cyclops.
Okay, they're going to go ahead and hit Inferno Cyclops after it's all played out. No fight effect on him, as we said, so he is gone. That is going to give -5 to Zemo, to Helmut Zemo. And they get damage control, which reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. They are Lockjaw and Walking Wi-Fi. So, of course, Lockjaw goes into your hand. Walking Wi-Fi goes back on top. By the way, and they could phase into it if they wanted to. It's 3 recruit and then attack whenever you recruit a hero from the HQ this turn. Rescue a bystander. So I'll let you guys decide what to do there. As I look for wherever the heck I put Zemo's tactics. I grabbed the 1 because he only needs 1, but where did the other 3 go? Did I leave them in the box? Let's see. Well, you have another decision to make. I don't think I did.
We're going to phase.
Okay. So they're going to go ahead and phase out Lockjaw to get that Viv Vision card they know is there. And if you play it, you will get 2 recruit. And then if they recruit a hero, they rescue a bystander. From the HQ, specifically. Recruit a hero. So what will it be?
Yeah, it does say from the HQ, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's going to have to be Superior Iron Man or Gamora Nebula. Otherwise, you can't do it.
Can we see the Superior Iron Man?
Yep. It is superior to others. Recruit, 2 recruit, and then you get to potentially draw some cards.
Okay, let's go ahead and buy him.
Okay, they're going to go ahead and recruit Superior Iron Man for 3. All right, sweet. That's 3. And they recruited for 3, so now you play an attack, you activate this, rescue a bystander. That bystander is the news reporter. So hold on, let me do this in the correct order. Let me refill the HQ. All right, another optimized tech. When you rescue this bystander, draw a card. So you're going to draw Lockjaw again. There he is. Yeah, they are throwing the dog around a bit. He likes it. That's what he does.
We're going to go ahead and phase again.
All right, one more time.
Avatar's so excited about phasing.
One more time. And you get a Hydra Operative. So, if you play it, that's 1 recruit, and that's probably the end of your turn.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Hey, there's a puppy. Lockjaw quiet. We're playing a game here. 4, 5, 6. And, all right, you got some draw coming up. You got 2 recruit. Play it all out. You got 3 attack, but you probably will draw some more with the sidekick, so who knows? And let's move over. Use your 1 gigantic hand. Turn 21 gives you... There's the Raft. Raft Prison comes out. Whenever you fight a villain here, each other player puts a villain from their victory pile into the escape pile or gains a wound. So this is really bad for Helmut Zemo. So consider that. And now, it doesn't say must, so I'm pretty sure each other player gets to choose if they do that. And there we go. Mandroid's in the prison. What would you like to do, and in what order?
We don't want to rest, do we?
You could
So
rest,
late.
if you're tired, you know. Sometimes
Five.
you just got.
I
Okay,
haven't even had dinner.
I found the Zemo tactics, so we're all good. They were
I
under a
have-
pile of officers. Go ahead.
we'll go ahead and play our Unstability.
All right, they play Unstable Molecules, which again is just draw 2 cards. They do so. It is 1, 2. You got yourself another Unstable Molecules.
Oh, let's play that one too.
I think you're right about the gas leak, Ollie. All right, let's play this too. 1, 2. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in your hand besides one gigantic hand.
Play the gigantic hand.
Okay, there you go. 1 more attack, and that's 7 more on top of that for 1+ attack for each card in your hand. So they're at 8 attack right now. And then if you play it all out, it's 1 more attack from a trooper and a bunch of recruit. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recruits, which I know you were hoping for. What would you like to do? It's the obvious choice here. Go ahead.
You look at the tactics for that Mastermind.
Which one you want to see?
The savior one.
Okay, that's Baron Heinrich with the tactics. All right. So we've got Finding Zemo, which the title is amazing on this one, by the way. This is reveal the top 5 cards of the villain deck. If you've revealed any bystanders, KO them, and each other player gains a wound. Put the rest back in random order. Okay, the next one is... title's covered up. That's my fault. All right, Hatred for the Avengers. Fight for each of the Avengers heroes. Each of your Avengers heroes rescue a bystander. I don't think there are any Avengers heroes out here. We've got prisoner. Oh, we got Superior Iron Man, but he's Illuminati. Prisoners of War. Fight each other player reveals an Avengers hero or chooses a bystander from their victory pile, and you rescue that bystander.
You forgot the bestest boy.
Well, yeah, he's an Avenger, but you know, not in the hero deck. Also, he should be an Inhuman or something. Fallen Idols. Fight each other player that is not a savior. Discards a card. Everybody's saviors. Those are his 4 tactics. I will shuffle them up once you hit them.
And how much is it for us to hit that other guy over there?
For you, it's 13 right now because you have 3 villains in your victory pile. 13 to hit Helmut, 9 to hit Heinrich. By the way, if we do a quick villain count while you're deciding villain deck count.
They only have 3 villains in their victory pile?
Yep, they have 3 villains, 1 location, and a few bystanders.
Oh, freaking location.
2,
Never
3,
mind.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19 cards left in the villain deck. So if you're super duper lucky, 18 turns left.
We're not that lucky. And 17, because the last one would be a Scheme Twist.
Well, I said 19, that's why I said 18, right?
Oh, 18, yeah.
Yeah, it's because there's 1 extra twist for sure.
Turn my hearing aid up. I think we are going to recruit Invisible Woman's rare.
Okay. They're going to do it. This is a great one. This can cancel ambush effects and draw cards instead. They like drawing cards and canceling ambushes. So Invisible Barrier is yours. 9 attack.
And then let's hit that Zemo, Zero.
Close enough.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll get the bystanders in a second, but let's see which tactic you get. Shuffle these up. First hit on the Mastermind, on one of the Masterminds. You get a Fallen Idols. Each other player that is not a savior discards a card, so nothing happens because everybody is a savior. I won't forget to refill this. But those VP go right to you, those 6 VP. Also doesn't count as a villain in your victory pile.
Don't forget about the bystanders.
I won't. They're right there. And let's do those. So you got a standard, another standard, and you've got the Opera Singer. When you rescue this bystander, shatter a villain in the bank or shatter a hero in the issue space under the bank. You have no points left, so who are you going to shatter just for fun, just so I can play the effect?
Nice to shatter the Invisible Woman that we recruited.
Well, pick somebody else, just so we know.
Yeah. We will shatter, I don't know. We'll shatter the bank. The villain in the bank.
A little
There's
bit of
no
hindsight there.
They miss in their shatter.
Well,
But I get to press my favorite button, though, so that's yours.
up there because I would have not done that. But I forgot that it was up there. I don't think any of us realized.
No worries, yeah, you might not have gotten it. All right, and that's your turn. You've got a rare now in your deck, but still a bunch of other junk that hopefully you can KO. No more deck, so let's do a shuffle. You could get the rare right now. So let's see what happens. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got your 1 gigantic hand and an unstable molecules. 3 recruit there. So we'll see what happens. Moving over. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your 6. Turn 22 gives you another Mandroid. So I'm going to cheat and put this one over here, so I don't have to move that one over. But same thing. 3 on one side, 4 on the other. And let's move everything up a little. I don't know why I put it so low. What would you like to do on this turn 22? They have 2 draws on the sidekick, but do they want to phase before that or not? You have 1 card in your deck, by the way. Here is your discard pile. If you're keeping track, you got 1 Viv Vision, 2 Viv Visions, 1 Superior Iron Man. Everything else is wounds and grays. And I don't know what this is, but you could probably figure it out by counting cards, but off the top of my head, I don't know.
We would like to play the sidekick first.
Okay, which one? The standard one, I'm
Oh,
assuming.
that's a good question. The standard one, yes.
I'm assuming you wouldn't call Lockjaw the sidekick. Okay, so you draw the only card in your deck, which is, it was Optimized Tech, and you get to shuffle your discard. You get some good combos here. Let's see what else you draw. It is whatever this is. Hydra Soldier.
I don't know if I've seen so little recruiting in a game of Legendary in a really long time.
There has not been that much.
It's a strange game. It's so different than the 2 games we tested.
Honestly, I'm glad it's different than the games you tested because it's more fun
Me
to
too.
see you guys reacting. Yeah.
Yeah, it did not go well.
It just goes to show that
Well,
despite
It
the
went well as if we would have won.
right,
But yeah.
it goes to show despite the number of combinations you can get in this game, but within the same setup, the amount of combinations that you can get.
It's the brilliance of it, honestly.
So good. Oh yeah. I mean, just
Right,
look
now
at any randomizer league weeks of results.
We shall now phase.
Okay. Why stop now? You phase into a soldier.
He's the best boy. He's done us some favors so far, so.
Okay, so I'm assuming you want to play Optimized Tech before armor upgrades. I don't know why you do it in reverse, but I'll let you confirm.
Yes.
Okay, Optimized Tech. We haven't played this one yet, I don't think. 2 attack, draw a card. They draw into Lockjaw again. They do activate armor upgrade, so if you do decide to play this, that is going to be 5 total attack on that. The location is the raft. This is the one where when you fight a villain here, each other player puts a villain from their victory pile into the escape pile or gains a wound. And by the way, Power Man does get powered up from the raft being there, which I think is what Avatar's about to tell me. If not, same thing. So yeah, Power Man is at 8 attack, I believe, because the prison's there. So good catch there if that was your catch. Okay. Thank goodness for these dice because I could not keep track of this mentally. So all you gotta do is hit the Masterminds a total of 9 more times. You know, easier said than done.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest not screwing each other over at this point.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm on that page too.
Now, if there was only a way
we're
that...
in this, we lose in
Yeah.
2 twists. We've got to win the game to you know.
If only there was a way for Team Classic to steal the retractable sword, then that would end the game pretty quickly.
Don't know.
I don't think there's a way for them to do that here.
We're going to hit Heinrich.
All right, you do it for 9. So let's play everything out.
Yes, we have to play Lockjaw.
Yeah, play Lockjaw for 2. He was a good boy. He was teleported so many times. Now it's time for him to go away. And
He's
the
gonna
rest-
bite Zemo on the knee.
He's a big boy. That's gotta hurt. All right, you get your 9 attack. You hit the Mastermind. Second tactic is Prisoners of War. Each other player reveals an Avengers hero or chooses a bystander from their victory pile, and you rescue that bystander. So Team Classic gets to pick the bystander you get. So you have all standard except for you got Undercover Agent. Player of your choice gains an officer. You got the Aspiring Hero, gain a sidekick, and you got the Opera Singer. Shatter a villain in the bank or shatter a hero in the HQ space under the bank. So Team Modern, which one would you prefer? And we'll see if Team Classic gives it to you. If you want to tell
do we
them.
have any recruit at all?
You have 2 recruit to work with. So shattering the hero in the space into the bank would make this 3, and you would still be out of reach.
Yeah, the sidekick is probably the best option.
The Aspiring Hero. We'll see what Classic says.
In the spirit of cooperation, sidekick.
All right, they are going to give you the Aspiring Hero, which is very nice of them, and hopefully helps you guys win the game.
I would like to point out that aside from after they started it, we have not done anything aggressive towards Team Youth, whatever their name is.
It was partially not our fault. There was just that location really is what screwed y'all the most.
Yeah, and you just use that to your advantage.
Well, we needed to thin our deck. It's the best chance we have is to thin.
It may have equalized things a bit. All right, here's the sidekick you get. It is Throg. There's some more recruit for you. And speaking of recruit, you do have 2 recruit here, and you can get a second sidekick, or, there's that.
Yes, we will purchase a sidekick.
All right. Sorry, Gamora and Nebula. Second sidekick, this time recruited, is a standard. Three, 4, 5, 6. 4 recruit, 4 attack, and one of these 2 triggered effects. On to turn 23. See if they can hit the Mastermind again. Turn 23 gives you another Mandroid. So I'm gonna cheat on this again here. Put it in the rooftops directly. Make it easier for me. And I'm out of red dice, so I'm gonna have to use the black dice now. You know what they mean. Okay. City's loaded up with Mandroids. Would you like to do your regular combo of unstable molecules first?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Unstable molecules, draw 2. All right. So that's where that's going to end. If you continue form and you play one gigantic hand now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack total. And that was going to give you 7 total attack, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit. It all plays out, and you got a wound. So unfortunately, you cannot hit Zemo. You can hit anything but Power Man, and that includes the prison location. But you do have a full city. Living Laser's escape effect is going to, if you let him escape, he's going to do the same effect as his fight. Each player reveals a ranged hero or gains a wound. There is no maze location, so he is only 6 to hit. So you got choices here.
I'm already hurting.
Oh, you need your HQ too. There's HQ.
I think we're gonna hit.
So just for reference, 6-3-3-3, and then if you do hit the Mandroid here in the prison, he's gonna make some villains go away from victory piles. You can hit the prison while there's a villain there. That's not something that restricts you. Prison is worth 4 VP. But you won't prevent an escape. Okay, timer is out, so I need a decision. If Modern has some tips, go ahead.
The Android in the bank.
Okay, hitting the Mandroid in the bank.
Obviously.
It's going to cost you 3. You're down to 4. KO one of your heroes.
Stephanie. We saw you were browsing that Bagel Top Games website, and that's not permitted, so we're gonna have to let you go.
Which one is Stephanie?
She's the third one there.
Okay. Sorry, Steph. And Mandroid is gone. I've already increased the attack, so now Mandroids are 4 attack for each side. Each side's got 3 Mandroids, I believe. Let me confirm that. Or 2 Mandroids. That'll give it 4. Yep, 2 Mandroids on each side.
I'd like to point out, Ollie, that we could hit the Mandroid in the sewers. Is there a reason why
I plan on avoiding that location as well.
Is there a reason we shouldn't hit that?
I plan on avoiding it as well, to not do harm to you guys. Because I don't like hurting old people.
You seemed to like giving us wounds earlier, making us discard our hands.
We didn't give you wounds earlier. We made you discard cards. It's different. I'm not hurting you. I was doing other things.
I have a kitten that is currently hurting me. She's clawing my face.
I think she's on Team Modern.
Apparently. He's sending little like tiny people in here to attack me.
Behave.
Yeah, I guess we will hit the one on the rooftops.
Okay, hitting the one on the rooftops too. Same thing, please KO one of your heroes.
Jeff. He's the first one there by Mr. Fantastic.
Okay. Sorry, Jeff.
He forgets his hands after he used the bathroom. And that's just an instant. No.
His one gigantic hand, or that's Mr. Fantastic.
Yes.
All right. So now this Mandroid is 5 for you to hit, 4 for the other side, and Zemo should be 5 weaker. He's 11 to hit on both sides. And guess what? I have a D12, so I can actually put these down here as 11 for now.
We're gonna go ahead and focus 6 to draw 3 extra cards.
You do so. 3 focuses. And you spent the attack already. That is your turn. Let's see what you get. You draw 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So you have Invisible Woman's Invisible Barrier, so you can cancel any ambush effect to draw 2 cards at any point between now and your turn. So keep that in mind. But otherwise, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recruit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 attack, and you got some card draws to do. So that should be good for you. I'm going to go ahead and put the barrier on top of the hand. If there's any ambush you want to cancel, just shout out, let me know. And you don't discard it, you reveal it and draw 2 cards, so you can do it multiple times. It's a pretty darn good rare right there. Okay, turn 24. Here we go. It is Scheme Twist. That's not good. That is the penultimate Scheme Twist to losing.
I cancel the effect.
That would be great. It's not an ambush. All right, each Mastermind gets a bystander. So 1 more twist, and that is the game. Looks like Cypher is going to Baron Helmut Zemo, and then a standard is going to Baron Heinrich Zemo. So Cypher is sitting over here, which you're going to have to... Well, let's see if I can make Cypher's name show. All right, you can kind of see it there. Okay. Let's see how far down that couple of twists are. Please, play your hand out.
Okay. Well, I said I was going to hit the Mandroid. I'll keep my word on that. I don't want to be a fibber. So bear with me just a moment.
Sure. You got 45 seconds on the clock to decide. They can play Neural Network first, or they can play Walking Wi-Fi first. Neural Network, if they activate it, they get an extra card next turn, and then Walking Wi-Fi, whenever they recruit a hero, they get a bystander. But as far as pure attack and recruit, they have 4 attack and 4 recruit, which I'll play now, just so you can see their maximums. But we'll see which Viv is played first.
We are going to start with Wi-Fi.
Okay, Walking Wi-Fi first. And so that's going to give them the 2 recruit. So they're at 4 total recruit if they play their Grace first. And then if they play Neural Network, that's going to give them 1 extra card next turn. So that everything's played out. Extra card draw next turn. Okay. You can hit the Mandroid, but then again, that's in that location that's going to make things tougher. And you are recruit locked from the HQ except for that card that must not be named, I suppose. This game has gone on for about 2 hours, so thanks for sticking around. This has been fun.
It's so funny. Ollie and I talked about it because we played this setup twice, and both of us were like, "Yeah, this is gonna be a really short game. It's probably gonna be like an hour, maybe an hour and a half."
Yeah, you never know how it's going to turn out. And I shuffled this like on stream before you started, so.
You shuffled it good.
I shuffled it as I had a twist first, which is, you know, I guess my signature here, but
Yeah.
everything else didn't see coming.
Okay, we're going to buy a sidekick.
Okay, sidekick for 2. That sidekick is going to be Rock Slide, so shatter a villain. You have 2 left.
We're gonna pass.
They're going to pass their turn. But they do get to draw 7 cards. So that's something. 1, 2. If I got a Bagel Shuffle t-shirt for you, Avatar, would you wear it? Just in theory. With a little TM on it. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you've got 4 recruit, 6 attack, and this blunt force trauma that's really getting in your way. Alright, no ambushes have happened to cancel. We'll see if that happens here, or we'll see if the game ends right now, because it really could. Any villain deck pull could end the game at this point. But let's see if you guys are lucky, unlucky, depending on how you look at it. And you got Inferno Nightcrawler. So Nightcrawler has no ambush effect. Fight up to 2 cards in your hand that have a recruit icon, gain teleport this turn. So there you go.
Why would we get lucky?
I don't know. All right, Nightcrawler's in the raft prison. The Mandroids are out of the prison. Let me know what you'd like to do.
Play our unstable molecules first.
Okay. Let's scoot this over. Draw 2 cards. And there we go. You only have 2 cards in your deck. Here they are. 2 agents. Everything else is in your discard pile.
Whoa.
And I'm pretty sure you have no more draws left. Here's your discard pile. You got all the good stuff here. So if you play everything else out, here's what you get. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. And if I want to take any of these graves back, let me know if you want to KO them. But it's not going to change anything that way. Okay, Officer is 9. This is your max ability. You've got 5, 7, 9 attack as well. So let me know what you want to do. If you want to take back graves and KO them or not, let me know.
Our HQ.
Yes.
You want to let us recruit that 5?
There you go.
Do it.
I mean, I almost would say if the other side would let you, but that's not the rules. So we'll just keep going. And let me just double check on Zemo's attack, make sure that's accurate. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 villains, 5 villains, and he is 16. Yep, that's correct. 11 on both sides. Which I'll just make super clear and put 2 11s. There's a decent chance those scheme twists are pushed pretty far down. You do have I think 15 cards left there.
It's a 13.33% chance.
Okay, there you go. And you do have 3 Master Strikes, and that's going to make some backwards progress.
Yeah, there's a 20% chance of a Master Strike. Don't you miss our statistics, Bagel?
Oh, they're great. You have how likely will you get the second bystander?
6.67%.
7% chance.
There you go. I love it if I'm watching the news and the weather forecast comes up, but it's just you guys doing a legendary forecast instead.
There's a 30% chance of everyone showering on the rooftops today.
Yeah.
How much is the Baron that cares about villains? How much is he for us to hit?
Which one?
Does the
Baron.
Helmut?
Oh yes. 11 for Helmut Zemo. He is at minus 5 for the 5 villains each of you have in your own victory piles.
All right. I think we're gonna hit the Masterminds.
All right, you're gonna hit the senior Zemo again for 9. You get this standard bystander he's got, and you get his penultimate tactic, which is finding Zemo. Reveal the top 5 cards of the villain deck. This should be fun. You get to find out. You put them back in random order, so we're gonna find out how long this game's gonna go. I think. Reveal the top 5 cards of the villain deck. If you reveal any bystanders, KO them, and each other player gains a wound. Put the rest back in random order. So here we go. Let me grab the top 5 and no more. 1, 2, 3, 4. If anyone has a scheme twist, you could end it in the next 5 turns. Here they are. No scheme twists. 2 master strikes though. You did not reveal any bystanders. So let me just get you a good look. You got 2 master strikes coming, 2 Mandroids, and a Carnival of Wonders location, which is whenever you fight a villain here, each other player chooses a bystander from the victory pile to be captured by Carnival of Wonders. But you have at least 5 more turns left in this game. At least 6, I guess. Well, 5 and a villain draw, so.
And no ambushes.
No ambushes whatsoever. So. That's really funny. It's not an ambush heavy setup.
It's tragic. I think you mispronounced that word.
Nope, I said it right.
Tragedy.
Unique and amusing.
I think we are going to focus to KO things.
Okay, so I have randomly put those bystanders or those villain deck cards back on top. There weren't any bystanders. And you think you're going to focus to KO things, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'd like to point out there are only 2 more villains in the villain deck that have ambushes.
oh, jeez. So for your courtesy, I will unplay these 3 agents. So you have 6 recruit, 3 agents here, 3 agents in your hand. You can't unplay the troopers. They were needed to hit the Mastermind.
We can also KO from our discard pile, so.
You can. So just to be safe, because you have a wound, you have 1 agent, and you have another agent. So
we're gonna KO that wound for sure.
Okay, focus 2 to KO a card from your discard pile. This wound, and we'll just put the agents back in because you have enough in your discard pile. So you're at 7 recruit. Nope. Yes, you had 9 down to 2 is 7. So you have 7 left.
Okay, let's go ahead and focus 2 more to KO an agent.
Okay, you focus 2 more down to 5. KO an agent from your discard pile. And you have 1 more agent in your discard pile.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Down to 3. KO 1 more. Early deck thinning. This is your discard pile. You have non-grays left.
And if we unplayed one of our agents,
you'd have just enough.
Let's go ahead and do that as well.
Okay, and we'll KO this last shield agent for 2. So this is your entire deck. This and these. That's all you got. So 4 grays left. And your invisible woman who's hiding, so that's pretty good. Let's see what you get as your next hand. And you both need it. So at least you got a little bit of a breather of 5 turns, but those master strikes are really gonna hurt because you're gonna lose some of the weakening you got on Baron Helmut Zemo. And I don't think anybody's close to losing Savior. You got a lot of bystanders. So I think you're okay on that front. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I think you're gonna draw your deck next turn. We'll see, as you can see there. Okay, moving over. Here's your 7 cards. We'll see which one of the 5 this is. It is the Carnival of Wonders that appears, which is going to go under the Mandroid in the bank. Again, whenever you fight a villain here, each other player chooses a bystander from their victory pile to be captured by Carnival of Wonders. So again, you have a good amount of bystanders, so this may not remove Worthy. But the one that needs Worthy is almost gone, so there you go.
You
Yeah.
mean savior, not worthy.
I'm not the word, savior. Another one that checks for a certain amount of things. It is savior. Imagine a hero or a villain with savior and like he's got. You must be savior and worthy to fight this. Okay. Here's what you have. You're not going to be able to activate superior to others, but you do have to pick which tech card you want to play first. So let's see. I really don't know which way this game's going to go. At least the reveal of 4 more turns that you have available helps. But I don't know 100%. Anybody in chat just hanging out, not on a team, just have any thoughts? I'm curious if anybody's out there. All right, about 10 seconds left for Team Modern to make their first choice. We're down to the wire here, so I know it takes some deciding. Okay, time is up. I need a decision from Team Modern, as I'll fix your HQ.
Muting. Darn it.
You're fine.
I have a...
What are you thinking? What's your thought? If you want to share.
We are struggling to recruit still.
You are struggling to recruit. In fact, you only have 4 recruit this turn.
Right.
Your HQ is still very expensive.
Yeah. So...
But how many turns do you have left is the question.
Yeah. What we'd like to do is we would like to hit the Nightcrawler, which I understand is on the location. Hear me out. If we hit the Nightcrawler, there's not necessarily that big of a negative for that location, because we have Mandroids in our discard pile, or in our KO piles, or in our, what are they called? Victory piles.
That's going to make the other Zemo very hard to hit.
I agree technically, but you guys are going to hit hard enough.
And then you guys can choose to get a wound if you want. It doesn't say you must. So you could fight Nightcrawler there, and then Classic gets to choose whether they put a villain in the escape pile or gain a wound.
I mean, I will just point out that we could have done that and didn't do that, and you also said that you wouldn't do that, and if you want to go back on your word, that's fine, but it is going to make the game harder.
I don't think it's significant here, because you can continue to fight Mandroids to continue to thin your deck. You guys have the better deck build. Clearly, we need to KO.
Okay, do what you're gonna do. I mean, you can hit the Mandroid.
We need to recruit.
Which one are you wanting to hit? The Mandroid?
No, the Nightcrawler, so that we have a better chance of recruiting on our next turn.
I mean, if you want to go back on your word, that's your choice.
It's not necessarily going back. I said I would try to avoid it.
It's going to make the.
But I planned on avoiding it. My plans have changed.
No, you're making the game harder for everybody.
I still slightly disagree.
It is your decision, though, Modern, so...
It is your decision to go back on your thing.
I don't like that you're calling it going back on our thing, because that's not what's happening.
You are not trying to avoid it. You could hit the Master, or you could hit the Mandroid.
I could, but it's not in our best interest to hit the Mandroid.
So, Ollie, what is the outcome for you going to be from doing this move? How is it going to help your side?
We can teleport recruit, so we have a better chance of recruiting either one of our 5s or the 6s.
That is true, and you do know you have 4 more turns left, at least.
That's the leading decision. If we didn't know we had 4 more turns, we would take the KO. But we know we have a little bit of time,
The downside, though,
And we
is
know
you have...
there's another Mandroid in there that's going to be easier to hit. If
Two more strikes that are going to get rid of 2 more hero or 2 more villains from each of us. We either take the wounds, which clogs up our deck, which makes us less efficient, or we give up a third.
And I'll remind you that this Master Strike is you must KO a villain if you have one.
yes,
So we have how many more times we have to hit the Mastermind, Bagel?
You have to hit Heinrich 2 more times, and you have to hit Helmut all 5 times.
Yeah, so 7. We're not going to be able to. We don't have 2 giant hands. We only have 1. We're only going to be able to hit 1 Mastermind a turn if we're drawing our deck, which we're going to do. But you giving us wounds. It's going to make us.
Avatar says the geriatrics have 2 invisible women to KO all the wounds ever.
Yes, but we want to focus our stuff so that we draw cards. So we are drawing our deck every turn.
there are still technically cards you could draw to power up your gigantic hand too. They're not completely useless.
Do what you're going to do, but I think it's a mistake. I think it's going to cost the game.
What's the fight effect on the other location, Bagel?
The other location,
Or the stipulation, or whatever it is.
oh, the carnival.
It captures a
Yeah, it steals a bystander from the other player.
Do we have a discard pile?
You do not have a discard pile. I gotta redo this. Yeah, no discard pile for you. I'll give you 1 more minute since there was some deliberation. But after that minute, I do need a decision on what you're going to do. It's tricky. I don't blame either side for what they're thinking. They both have points. If Team Modern can teleport a bunch of recruit, they might be able to get a good card that will come back around in the time that they have. But then Team Classic is right that the more villains that get KO'd, the harder it's going to be to take out the other Zemo. They could choose, however, to get the wound, but that's also going to hurt them a little bit. But as I've said in the chat, they do have KO power, so I could see pluses and minuses either way. So it's one of those things where a decision has to be made, and not everybody's going to be happy either way. So
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to hit the Nightcrawler.
they're going to do it. All right. We're moving forward. So they're going to play. You got to play this out first. So which tech do you want to play first? Do you want the bystander when you recruit a hero, or do you want the +3? I guess you need to have the +3 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, you have to pick. You can get up to 6 attack this turn.
Well, the 2 extra attack isn't going to do us any good, so we'll take the bystander.
Okay, so we're going to play armor upgrades for 1 attack. You're going to play walking Wi-Fi for 2 recruit. And whenever you recruit a hero in the HQ, get a bystander. 1, 2, 3 more attack up to 4. And then Superior Iron Man, 2 more recruit. Now when they hit Nightcrawler...
Why did y'all not hit it with 4?
Now you have to not play your recruit one to get... So hold on, there's an order in which this case, because when you fight this, 2 cards in your hand have a recruit icon, gain teleport. So if you want to hold off on this, that's 4 attack and no recruit yet. Is that how you wanted to do it?
Wait, I'm confused. Say that one more time.
So the Nightcrawler fight effect affects cards in your hand.
Right.
So which cards were you wanting to teleport?
Okay, hold on. We don't have to play the
You
Viz.
don't. So I'm assuming you want to teleport these 2. So I've only
Right.
played the ones with attack on them.
Yes.
Okay, so that's how you do it. So taking out Nightcrawler, these 2 cards gain teleport. The 2 non-grays with recruit get teleport. Nightcrawler is gone. And
Right. I got confused when you said we needed the buff, so I acted in haste.
That's okay. I thought it backwards. All right, so that he goes down. So he's a 10 attack on your side for now. Now the raft takes effect. All right, so each other player puts a villain from the victory pile into the escape pile or gains a wound. Team Classic, what would you like to do?
Obviously, we'll gain the wound.
All right, so they're going to gain a standard wound because, you know, prison guards and whatnot. This goes back, and if you are doing your plan, you want to teleport them both?
Yes.
All right, they're teleported for the next hand, and that is the turn. So let's see what your new hand looks like. You start with 4 recruit, and you get 6 more cards. 1, there's a wound. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you've got a total of 7 recruit plus a sidekick, and you get to draw 3 cards. So that's going to be some good recruiting for you, but not much else. And we'll see when Team Classic draws that wound.
We get that Master Strike first, though, I'm
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, it's not going to be a twist for a little bit, but it could be a Master Strike, and it is a Master Strike.
Oh, how did I know?
So let's do them both. They both are similar. Each player KOs a bystander from the victory pile. Any player cannot do so gains a wound, and Helmut's the same, but with villains. So there's some choices to make. I'm going to start with Team Classic. Would you like to KO a standard bystander?
Standard bystander.
Standard bystander KO, and then villain.
Mandroid.
Mandroid. So, I'll adjust the numbers at the second. Would you like to do the same thing, Team Modern? Standard and a Mandroid? Oh, you have no standard bystanders. So, there's your bystanders. You've got, just in case it matters, aspiring hero, news reporter, engineer, radiation scientist, paramedic.
Let's do the aspiring hero.
Okay, you're both still very much savior, by the way. And then would you like to KO a Mandroid as well?
We're not very much. We're only 3. Next Master Strike, we're not Savior anymore.
You have 5 bystanders.
We do?
Yeah, there was that one hit where you hit Zemo and he had like 4 bystanders on him, 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you're fine. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bystanders left on the left.
I'll count it off then.
Okay.
How many
so,
bystanders do we have, Bagel?
I think you also have 5. I put Sharon Carter in this pile, but she's undercover. You both have 5 bystanders each. Speaking of which, you each KO'd a villain, so now Zemo is 12 and 11, respectively. And then the Mandroids actually get weaker because you KO'd Mandroids, which was, I guess, the plan, and which is why they're in this setup, because it makes it more fun. All right, so the Mandroid is 4 and 3, respectively. Now it's your turn. Master Strike's been resolved. Please go ahead.
Unstable molecules.
Okay, they're going for the gigantic hand. That is the engine that they've got. Jean Grey, Shield Agent, second unstable molecules.
Yep.
All right, 2 more card draws. Maria Hill and Invisible Woman. So then if we just keep following the formula, that is going to be 1 attack from gigantic hand, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're up to 8 attack now. And plus Jean Grey, that's going to give you 10 total attack. And 2, 4 recruit. I'll hold off on the Graves just in case you want to do some KOs. And Mr. Fantastic gives you a 6th recruit. And I'll leave the Graves over here. But you have 3 more recruit you can get and 1 more attack if you play your Graves. All right, so give me your instructions. They are still Savior. They can hit Zemo for his last tactic. Heinrich Zemo. Still out of reach for Helmut Zemo. More villains probably have to be taken out before they're going to get there, because this is almost all the cards they have. You do have a discard pile with a single wound in it. And I think you have, is it 2 or 3 more turns of guaranteed no twist?
I believe it's 2.
2 more, okay.
No, it may be 3 actually. There's a Mandroid, Strike.
Oh, you had the Carnival, the Mandroid, and now the Strike, so it's 2 more. No, wait, the Mandroid was already there.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
Okay. Or was Nightcrawler in that? No, he wasn't in that stack. Okay. The location played here because there was already a location. Okay, that's why I went over there. Okay, I need a choice or at least some discussion. What's it going to be?
I think we're gonna go ahead and hit Zemo.
Okay. Final tactic, and that one is hatred for the Avengers. For each one of your Avengers hero, rescue a bystander. No Avengers, no bystanders, but also no bad things happen. So there you go. Zemo has lost all his tactics. Heinrich Zemo. One more hit on him, and he is out of here. We just have to worry about Helmut Zemo. You do have a Master Strike, another one coming up in the next few cards. So who knows where that's going to be. Okay, 6 recruit. You can do your focusing to KO some cards, to draw extra cards. You do have extra graves here. I didn't play. You have 3 extra recruit and 1 extra attack you can play. We'll see what happens there. I'll take a second to remind folks, I did mention the coffee membership. If you are officer or above, you do get priority on viewer challenges. So if you are an officer and you haven't submitted a challenge lately, and I didn't say you had one in there, I think only I think Dre 2.0 is the one who has current entries in, I think. You can go ahead and go to challenges.bageltopgames.com or type in !challenges, submit a challenge. If you're not a member, you still have a chance of me picking your setup. What I do every week is I will basically roll a die, and it's between everybody who's a member, and I have one that says Bagel's Choice. If I get Bagel's Choice, I pick one who's from somebody who's not a member from the list. So if you want to submit one, you can do that. And if you do want a higher chance of me picking yours, playing your setup, you can become a member, and I will definitely do at least 1, hopefully 2 viewer challenge streams in August. So look for that. Had some interesting ones, including one from Kyla that was really difficult. So you guys should try that one.
How many cards do we have total, Bagel?
Cards total. All right, counting these: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One of your discard pile, that's 11, 12, 13, 14. You have 14 cards, just equal to the number of heroes in a standard or any hero set. So 14 cards total.
So the maximum we could ever have is 13 attack. Well, from
drawing stuff.
The draw from the giant hand.
It depends because you have to play cards to draw them. So I think it's a little less than that.
Well, you play the 1. Yeah, so it'd be 12.
Yeah.
It might be in y'all's best interest to recruit some things too. Like those 4-drop invisible womans aren't necessarily horrible when you guys have 2 invisible womans already, and they're going to be. You're likely going to draw them, so they're likely going to be for attack.
But yes, I do need a decision on what you're going to do. That is a good point that Ollie made.
Yeah. Let's recruit one of the 4-drop invisible womans.
Do you care which one?
Nope.
Okay, let's take.
Because if you guys can get rid of the wound that we gave you, albeit, and any more of your standard grays, I think that'll help.
There's the rare. There's a nullifier. You just made Mr. Fantastic's rare show up. If an enemy you would fight this turn have a fight effect, you may cancel it instead, and then you can turn recruit into attack against the Mastermind. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
We'll see if you have time to get it and use it.
Let's focus 2 to draw an extra card.
Okay, and that is your turn. So, 7 cards. 2, 3. You got the barrier out for those limited events where an ambush happens. No. Oh yeah, you had 3 more recruit from the graves you didn't play. That's totally true. So Braylum's right. We didn't play the graves. You have 3 recruit. Did you want to do a focus? You had a wound in your discard pile. Did you want to draw an extra card, or did you want to KO that wound? I'm in the process of shuffling, but I remember what you had. Go ahead.
Draw another card.
Draw another card. All right, so focus 2. So you get 8 cards now. Good catch, Prelude. 4, 5. Whoop. Flew out of my hand. 6, 7, 8. All right, you got both unstable molecules. There you go. You might be able to draw your whole hand. Your whole deck in your hand. Okay. 4. We'll see if anybody wins. I don't know. I hope you guys do, but, you know, Scheme Twists do not care about hopes.
It is a much closer game than I think either of us anticipated.
Which makes for a better stream, so I'm kind of happy about it, but I also hope you guys win. We'll see what happens. Turn 28 gives the second Master Strike. So once again, KO a bystander, KO a villain from each side. Would you both like to KO a Mandroid again?
Yes, for us.
Sure.
Okay, 2 Mandroids go to the KO pile. And that is going to adjust this Mandroid. Yeah, 3, and you have no Mandroids left on the right-hand side. Zemo, 13 on the left. This D12 doesn't go to 13. Go figure. and then 12 the other side. And bystanders, do you really care?
Standard.
Left side has standards. Right side doesn't have, so I'll get rid of the standard one. On Classic Modern, you have to pick another special one.
Okay.
Just in case. News, damage control, engineer, radiation, paramedic.
Engineer.
Okay, engineer is out of here. You're both still savior. You have 4 bystanders each. Okay, Helmut is 13 and 12 attack. I'll move this over so you can see. And now it's your turn. Please go ahead.
We are going to play the sidekick.
Okay, playing the sidekick. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2. So if I bundle these up a little bit better, you've got 8 recruit on the board. You also can activate everything.
Let's play the draw a card Iron Man.
Okay, optimize tech, 2 attack, draw a card. You draw into a soldier.
And then the
And
other Iron Man.
This is the power of dual class cards. They can single-handedly activate multiple things. So Black Panther is going to be something to play. 2 recruit. Range of the top 2 cards of your deck. If one of them has a higher cost than the other, draw it and put the rest back in any order. Let's see if they're the same or different. Top 2 cards of your deck. They're sidekicks, will they have the same cost? Okay. Which order would you like to put them in? That's too bad.
Does anything out there care about the top card of our deck right now? I don't think so.
No.
So doesn't really matter. Put the shatter one on top.
Okay, rock slide's on top. I didn't expect that. That was something.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Okay.
And then everything else plays out.
Let's
'cause
play
it doesn't
your
matter.
let's play your non-grays. Extra card next turn. Let me mark that. Then you've also got Walking Wi-Fi, which is the one that I think gives you a bystander when you recruit a hero from the HQ this turn. And then 5, 6, 7, 8 recruit. And one more attack gives you 5. All right, go for it. So you can hit the Mandroid, you can hit the location. Again, if you do hit the Mandroid and not the location, he steals bystanders, which each other player gives them bystanders. So they'll still be savior, but on the next Master Strike, they won't be unless they get more bystanders.
Yeah.
They have 4.
Let's recruit the Iron Man.
Okay, optimized tech is yours for 5. 3 left, and replaced with another Walking Wi-Fi, which you could take right now if you wanted to. You could take that, or the Divided card, or Sidekick or Officer. And then fighting, you could fight the Carnival, the Mandroid, and that's it. Thank you, Montags.
Hey, Bagel.
Yep.
We posted a question for you in chat.
Okay, let me take a look. Okay. me 1 second. While Classic or Water decides.
Can we, when you get the moment, we would like to focus too to. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on a minute, girl.
You got it.
Oh, we need a bystander for recruiting.
Yes, you do. So that was for recruiting. Get the bystander. It is the heartless computer scientist, who I believe I read in the Discord earlier from someone said that this guy's name was Heartless, which is funny, if that's true. To recruit, when you rescue this, gain it as a hero, and then attack, you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. So you guys got some. Whoop, wrong button. You guys got some KO power. So there you go.
That's helpful.
Okay. Let me know next.
Let's go ahead and fight the carnival.
They're gonna fight the carnival. Okay. Carnival is 5 attack, and it is gone in your victory pile. Mandroid is back. You've got 3 recruit left.
And a sidekick.
And a sidekick for 2. It is Lockjaw again. He's back. He is back.
Missed us.
Okay. Let's go ahead and give you your extra card. That's there, and you got 6 more because of the extra effect. Shuffling your discard. Okay, there's both sidekicks. Power Man is out here waiting to be shattered, asking to be shattered. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Look at all the sidekicks. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 6. Yep. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. You have 2, 3, 5 attack and a card draw. Maybe 7 if you draw in 2 more recruit for Throg. Who knows? But there you go. Also, you got the phasing to deal with. We're almost to the end of the point where we know you'll be safe. But left hand, I think, is going to be doing some damage again. All right. Turn 29. Mandroid in the raft. Once again, there are 3 to hit on the left. 2 to hit on the right. Go ahead, Team Classic.
All right, let's play our unstable molecules.
Okay. Let's draw 2. 1, 2. Second unstable molecules.
Yep.
2 more. 1, 2. All right, you got both 1 giant hand and you got the other 4 cost. That's going to help you. If you play 1 giant hand now, because I think that's all the drawing you got.
Yep, 1 giant
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attack just from this 1 card, which is good for you. And then play out the rest. 15. Play on Disappearing Act first. Then you play 4 of a kind, which gives you 4 more attack thanks to the 4 cost you played. 19 attack. Followed by, you round out at 20 after the gray if you want to play that. You can take back any of these grays if you want, let me know. 2 recruit from Twisting Equations. Oh, 1 more. 21. You got double dice. 21 attack. Let's put that over there. And what recruit did I miss? I got 2, 4, 6, I think is what you're at. Yep. Okay. So let me know what you want to do here. You got a lot of attack. If you want to KO anything, you don't have a discard pile. So if you're planning on doing Disappearing Act, let me know now if you want me to unplay any of these grays. But you do have a wound, so. Because we got to do that before we reveal anything, so. Let me know. And just double checking Zemo's attack. Yep, he's 1, 2, 3. You have 3 villains, so he's at 13 for you. Okay, putting the timer on. Get to it.
Is that our entire deck?
This is your not quite. You have 3 cards in your deck.
3 cards in our deck.
Yeah, pretty close.
I believe you have one more of the red invisible woman's, a Maria and something else.
Jean Grey.
Yep, that would be the 3.
What are the other Zemo's tactics?
Let's take a look. I'll turn off the timer for a moment. We got Revenge for My Father. Each other player reveals their hand. Each player who revealed an Avengers hero gains a wound. So they might fail that. They have some special sidekicks. Blasted Henchmen. Each other player reveals a tech hero or KOs a villain from the victory pile. They should be able to pass that. Cursed Dynasty. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw 2 extra cards. That would be great for your strategy. And then you've got... is it Endless Minions? Yes. Each other player reveals a tech hero or chooses a villain from the victory pile that enters the city. So all in all, he's not going to hurt you that much. There's a lot of tech flying around. I think you've both had tech in each of your hands almost every time at this point.
What does our hand look like for next turn again?
Your hand for next time is covered up by your HQ. So give me a second. Yeah, you definitely have a tech. You got Rock Slide, Optimized Tech, Operative, Soldier, Lockjaw, and Walking Wi-Fi and Throg.
How much attack can we generate just without drawing cards?
2, 3, 5, 5. Maybe more, but you do have to draw to find out. Okay, timer's back on for your action. Helmut Zemo does have 2 bystanders. 1 standard, 1 cipher.
What's Cypher do?
He goes into your hand and he becomes a tech draw card, I believe. Something like that. Or your discard. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, draw 1, discard the other. So he's not going to give you extra cards in your hand, but for one giant hand, but he'll get you to draw more stuff.
Baby Bruce said that bystander's tech is hot.
What was that?
He said that tech bystander is hot, or they said. I'm not sure pronouns.
That's great. All right, you got about
Or was
10
it
seconds
my
left.
screen? I forgot what Cypher looks like.
Cypher's one of the cool. Like he got a big glow up after he came back in the comics, and he's like, language means all this other stuff than just written word and spoken word. Like
But apparently he's attractive.
Is he? I didn't look. Okay, you guys can look at Cypher while you decide. There you go. There's Cypher. Doug. No, not Jones. What's his last name? I forgot his last name. First name's Doug. All right, Team Classic. What would you like to do?
I disagree that image is hot.
Doug Ramsey. Ramsey's name. Thank you, Mikey. Yeah, Doug Ramsey. I wonder what he's thinking. He should be able to understand that language directly. Anyway. Go
It's like
ahead.
some sort of prolific sort of thing there.
Right. I do like his character because he's like, oh, I can understand the language of technology. I can code. I can, all this stuff.
I will say the image that's on Wikipedia is not bad looking.
Oh my god. All right, so we've got some different schools of thought here.
Yeah. Share him
We
if
can
you
hit-
like.
We can hit either one of the masterminds. Which I think we're leaning towards hitting Helmut while we can.
That was kind of my thought, because it's very unlikely, but we might be able to hit the other one. We have 5 attack on board. It's unlikely, like I said, but if we get lucky, we might be able to.
Wicked just shared a picture of Cypher, and I do agree that's a much better picture.
Yeah.
But the question is what do we hit after that? We could hit the
There you go. There's Cypher. There's the picture she shared. So enjoy.
Yes, very. Chef's kiss. But we could hit the.
Better picture than the one I found.
He's a 13 for us to hit right now.
You could hit something first and he'd be cheaper.
He would.
Yeah, just to go over, location is 6, Mandroid's 3 for you. This Mandroid's 3. One of them's going to be 4 if you get the other one. Power Man's 8.
The location doesn't help lower his attack value, though.
No. But if you do, like, if you're talking about villains, if you hit this location, the prison, it will weaken Power Man, and then that's more villains you can use to weaken the Mastermind. Or you can just hit the Mastermind too. So those are things that are kind of covered up. So. Because this game is on limited. You're almost on borrowed time at this point.
They have a lot of options to go through. I don't personally mind them taking a bit of time to try to figure out what may be their best option here.
What do you think they should do?
Game. They're the most likely going to be the ones that can hit Helmut, so I think Helmut they should certainly hit him, but I can understand they need a little bit of time to figure out what else they want to hit and how they want to do it.
Sure. If I will give you guys, I'll give Classic 1 more minute to decide, but then we do have to move on.
I'm gonna step to the restroom. I'll be right back.
So yeah.
How many
go ahead.
Master Strikes have been played?
How many what in play?
Master Strikes? There's been 4, right?
Yes, 4 Master Strikes have been played. I can count the villain deck again for you. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. 1's a strike, 2 are twists, 1's a bystander, that much I know. And I'm sure you guys have the rest of the stats. And I can't recall exactly, I think the next card is that last one from the group of 5, or that could have been this turn, I'm not 100%.
Okay, I think my thought process is this. We are on borrowed time, as you said. If we hit the 2 Mandroids, we can thin out, we can get rid of both of our recruits. We can focus to get rid of the wound. Well, actually, no, I would just focus to draw. But if we hit both Mandroids, that will make him an 11 for us to hit going forward, which is a lot easier.
If you cleared the city, that would be, he'd get -4 for you.
Yeah, but we can't really, I don't think we can clear the city and hit him.
I don't think so either, but you do set up for future hits, but that does take time.
But yeah, if we get 1 hit in on him now,
It's not an easy choice either way, so.
Because he still has all 4 tactics, right?
He has all 4 tactics, so he's not been hit once.
yeah. Let's hit the first Mandroid in the bank, I think.
Okay. Hit this Mandroid for 3. So you're down to 18 attack. And which card would you like to KO? Now, before you hit him, you have to tell me if you wanted to play or not play any of these grays. So I played them all, and you have 6 recruit. And 2 extra attack. So if you want to take any back, you have to arrange them now before we do a KO. I could easily just take them back. You could play them later if you need to, in case you want to decide. Okay, let's take them out. So you're at 16 attack without the shield troopers played, and you are at 4 recruit without these 2 agents played. And so we'll just leave it like that. So you can decide if you want to play one before you KO, and which one before you fight.
Okay, I think we want to KO one of the recruits.
Okay, so you'll play it, then you'll fight the Mandroid, then you'll KO it. And then the Mandroid is gone. That's going to put the Mastermind Zemo Jr. down to 12. I can get my D12 back for now. On your side on 12 all, and then this Mandroid goes up to 4. Okay, you can proceed. You have 1 recruit and 2 attack unplayed. This little gap in between.
Alright. I think we're going to hit... Okay, so that leaves with 16.
So you have enough to hit Zemo and the Mandroid, but then it is in the location. Not as bad as the last location. Yeah, this the raft once again is going to cause Team Modern Prelude, I unplayed these troopers so that they could decide whether they want to KO them or not. So I took away those, but you can still play them to get those back. Yeah, but a good call though. So the raft, the Team Modern is going to have to put a villain from the victory pile to the escape pile or gain a wound, as they made Team Classic do before.
Oh, okay, we had 21 attack.
Did I do the math correctly?
3.
I can double check.
So how do we have 16?
So one giant hand gave you 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and you just fought for 3, right?
Because you said we had 2. We needed 2 dice, and we had 21.
Yeah, no, because I had played these troopers before, but I unplayed them for you.
So, that's why we're at 16. Okay.
Right.
We still have,
yeah, that checks out. You still have 2 more attack if you want to play these troopers. Just I kept those there just in case you wanted to do a focus KO or something.
Yeah, go ahead and play the troopers, I think.
Okay, we'll play the troopers. Now you're back up to 18. Like, technically, if anybody's watching, when you're playing Legendary, you're supposed to play the card, you get the attack points, and then you can't, like, unplay anything. But for the streams, especially the interactive ones, I kind of go back on that a little bit, but I don't do it if a card has been revealed, because then you have knowledge you didn't have before. I just do it for logistics purposes.
Yeah, it's a cooperative game. I feel like most people probably take that liberty.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It doesn't give you more knowledge, so that's the general rule. You can undo anything as long as you didn't get knowledge of anything else.
And Living Laser is a 6 to hit, correct?
Living Laser is a 6 to hit, and then again the fight effect is each player reveals a range hero or gains a wound, and I believe both sides can do that. Yeah, you've got to optimize tech on Team Modern, so you're both safe from the fight effect.
And the location is worth how many VP?
4, I believe. Yep, 4 VP for the raft. So I see what they're trying to think of, because if they're still trying to hit Zemo, that'll give them 6 attack left.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and hit the Living Laser.
Okay. Down to 12. And again, the fight effect, everybody's safe. Each side reveals a range, unless you don't want to reveal that, but I'm pretty sure you do. And he's out of here. And you didn't see the maze, so good job taking him out before that happened. Now Zemo on your side is down to 11 attack.
And we will hit Zemo for 11.
So I'm going to press this button, but I have to change the counter. So I got to manually do this, and I have a button for the second one. So Mastermind 2, oh, I can just do this, is 1 out of 5. Let's get it as one of his random tactics, because we looked at them all. I got to shuffle them up. I said counter up. Why is that counter not going up? Oh, I didn't press it. Okay, there we go. Okay, random tactic is, I don't know, this one. It is Curse Dynasty. When you draw new-handed cards end of this turn, draw 2 extra cards. It's probably the one you wanted. So you already have 2 cards extra next turn. So I think now you can draw your hand depending on what you do, your deck depending on what you do. So tactic is yours. You've got 5 more hits to do on various masterminds. So now you're down to a normal mastermind number. Did I do the number right on this? You have 12 left? No, that's not right. You have 1 left after that hit. And 5 recruit left. You have 6 if you want to play this agent. You can have a total of 6.
6 recruit.
If you decide to play the agent, yeah. You've also got the focus draw extra cards. You got the focus KO a card from your hand or discard pile. You don't have a discard pile. So it depends on what you want to do there.
And we have 3 cards left in our deck, correct?
You do. Right now, you're going to draw 8 cards at the end of this turn. If you play the agent, you could draw 11 cards. But you could also KO a couple of graves and make the hand just better. So, and you have a wound here to KO too if you wanted to. Or you could do another recruit of another 4 of a kind or something. All those options are yours.
I think we're going to play everything out.
Okay,
Focus,
so you...
and then we're going to focus 6 to draw 3 extra cards on top of the other extra cards.
All right, you do it. You spend it all. You draw 5 cards extra. So 11 card draw right now. See what you get. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 8 more cards. Those are the 3 that I think you knew about. Let's keep going. 8 more. It's a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And after you play those unstable molecules, you'll draw 1, 2. So you have 3 cards left in your deck. So you will draw your deck next turn. In fact, one of those unstable molecules will only draw 1.
Kyla's favorite place to be, being able to
go.
draw his entire deck on his
There
turn.
you go. Hey, who doesn't like to be there?
There was quite a bit of debate about whether or not to get a sidekick or not, but my thinking was sidekicks could be non-standard. We could get a Throg. I know there's one Throg already, but
Yeah.
we could get...
So I don't remember if this is one of the 5 or not. Let's find out. It is another Mandroid. Now that I see it, I remember there was one in there. So it was the last one of the 5. And let me adjust the Mandroids because you guys have one now. So I think it should be actually 2 Mandroids on the left-hand side. So this Mandroid should be at 4 for you. Right, and on the right-hand side... Oh, they got all KO'd. So this one they should both be 2. I think that's correct. Let me just double check. 4 and 2. Yeah, so many were KO'd. Yep, that's accurate. Okay, go ahead. What would you like to do? I thought the Mandroids would be interesting for this setup because they're not going to just completely ramp up the whole time because you can KO them. So, Zemo is down. Let me do a double check. So left side's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villains. So that's correct. Yeah, it was between, honestly, it was between Mandroids and, what did we say? It was between Mandroids and I think Spider Slayer's the one, or Spider Infected, whatever one has, I think it's Spider Slayers that have the bystander. And I think it was Mr. Giraffe who said, yeah, I'm leaning towards the Mandroids. So, thanks to
Yeah,
Mr.
the
Giraffe.
Mandroids being that they can be KO'd from the victory piles, making them easier to hit over time, was an interesting interaction.
Yeah, they're nerfed a little, but you kind of need it with this setup.
Yeah, this it's a monster in some ways.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you guys have 4 villains on the right, 5 villains on the left victory pile, so that is all accurate.
I feel like I've missed something on my tracker here because there's something missing somewhere.
Hopefully
but I'll
that was
figure it
not
out
on my
later.
end, but we'll see.
No, it's a turn thing. Like I should have 31 things like checked or whatnot.
Gotcha.
And I have 30, which is what turn we're on, but we should be one ahead of that, and I don't
Okay.
know what happened.
Well, if it helps, you may not have any turns left, so
That's
we'll see.
Don't put that. Your shuffling will do that to us, Bagel. Don't put that omen
All
on
right,
us.
let's hope that for my sake that the next one's not the twist. All right, please go ahead. What would you like to do?
Iron Man, please.
Okay. Iron Man, 2 attack, draw a card. It is Blunt Force Trauma, everybody's favorite.
Oh, that wound.
You got a lot of wounds early in the game that have stuck
Yeah,
around.
and that's a really hard wound to sink the attack into to get rid of because you'd rather do it for something else.
Right. All right, so you still can phase, but if you don't phase, you end with total of 5 attack, 5 recruit if you play everything. And
One
that's
recruit.
I have no
Let's
idea.
go ahead and phase. Let's take the chance.
All right, phasing again. Phasing Lockjaw, and you get an operative. So that's one more recruit. You have 6 recruit now. And now you get attack from Throg.
So we're back to 5. We're at 6 recruit and 5 attack.
Yeah, you got one more recruit, but you're back to 5 attack. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's correct. If you play it all out.
Yeah, just play it as normal.
Okay. 2 recruit from the operatives. Walking Wi-Fi again gives you, when you recruit something, get a bystander. Thanks to Superior Iron Man, the soldier gives you a 3rd attack. Throg, I'll put him on the close-up. He gets to be featured. He gives you 2 recruit, and if you made at least 6 recruit this turn, you get 2 attack, which you do. Throg goes away. And then you've got Rock Slide and the Blunt Force Trauma sitting over here. You have 5 attack, and you can shatter. And you cannot shatter the location, though, because it is not a villain, of course.
Right. We will go ahead and shatter the streets.
All right, we're going to go ahead and play Rock Slide, shatter a villain, shattering Power Man Eric Jostin, and gives me a great opportunity to play the effect I love so much. So now Power Man is 4 attack. Instead of 5, he's down to 4 because he shatters from 8. Now you can spend that 5 attack to get rid of this wound. Or you could hit anything in the city.
We're going to go ahead and... confirm a decision. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, if you've watched these games before, you know once we get down to the wire, the turns take a little longer because of the decision, which is great because the teams have input. And if you do play, that's what you get to be part of. So if you guys were watching
We're
the
going to go
chats
ahead
right
and
now.
hit Power Man.
All right. Let's do it. Hitting Power Man for 4. He has no fight effect, so he is just out of here. That's another villain for you. That means on both sides now, Baron Helmut Zemo is 11 attack. You have 6 recruit left. Finally, would you like to take something from the HQ?
Yes, we will buy a 6-cost Gamora.
All right, if you don't care, I'm taking the one from under the streets. Stolen Necro Blaster is yours. And what are we replacing it with? Sharpened Blades. If you control an artifact, draw a card, which is a rough one for this setup.
Would have been great if we were able to invest in the other 5-drop earlier. If,
True.
those would have come out earlier, it would have been nice.
Very true. HQ is a fickle mistress. 1, 2, 3, 4,
And then
6.
we need a bystander for recruiting,
Yes.
I believe.
You do. It is standard. And your next hand, Lockjaw's back, of course. You've got 2, 3, 5, 7 attack, plus a card draw, plus a KO, plus 3 recruit. So we'll see. Okay, here's your hand. I put your hand where the discard pile went, and I'm like, wait a second. Nope, this is just a giant hand. Of course. I'm running out of room to show things. All right, turn 31. This could be the end of the game. I hope it's not, because this looks like fun to watch hand play out. So it is not. It is another Cyclops. Any turn it could be. All right, there's an ambush effect. Would you like to cancel it? You only have 3 cards in your deck. You're going to draw them anyway. You don't have to discard the card or anything. You just get to draw. And that means Infernal Cyclops won't get a bystander.
I think it would be beneficial because you can recruit and then draw what you recruit.
Yeah, stopping that. Yeah, I'm going to say cancel it.
All right, so they reveal Invisible Barrier. All right, they reveal it, draw 2 cards instead of the ambush effect happening. So they draw 1, 2. More recruit. Somebody might be able to recruit and then draw that ultimate nullifier, which is exciting.
Cyclops didn't need a bystander.
Okay, and by the way, this Mandroid should.
While they're chatting, can you count the number of villains in the villain, or count the number of cards in the villain deck?
Yes. Cards in the villain deck. Pick it up carefully so I don't accidentally reveal anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll see what happens.
I've missed a card from the villain deck somewhere.
Okay. I also noticed the one card I do not see here is one giant hand. So that must be what's in your deck.
Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and play Unstable Molecules to start off with.
Okay. Unstable Molecules. Try to clean this up. You draw one card. Did you want to play this now, or did you want to... I guess you're going for the hand. So let's play it. You draw one giant hand, and now I assume you play it. So
Yes.
how much does that give you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 attack from one card. Now there's the rest, which I'll try to make look a little nicer. So there's this, and here's all the grays. Here you have another Unstable Molecules, but you can't draw it. So if you want to do what Ollie said...
Your question in chat, Bagel.
I'll come take a look. If you want to do what Ollie said, let me know what you want to play. Okay, I'm checking your chat. Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 recruit potential if you play all your recruits out. And you do have more card draws. So it depends on how they want to divide that up. If
I do not like where our percentage is on Scheme Twist.
It's not great.
We still have a pretty significant chance of a villain, but the Scheme Twist number is clearly growing, and I don't like that.
I mean, the percentage is increasing, but there are only 2. And there's 1 strike.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, it becomes a smaller dice roll as the cards are done. I'll remind you that Team Classic did play an extra card from the villain deck earlier in the game.
I would also point out that Team Modern caused us to get delayed getting that giant hand by, I think, 3 turns. And I think that is going to have been a decision that bites all of us in the behind.
Well, we'll push forward, see what happens in that time.
All right, so we've got 13 attack on board right now. Let us play our 4 recruit Invisible Woman.
Okay, both Disappearing Acts are played. 4 recruit from those. You know what these cards do? I'm actually gonna zoom out just for this turn because it's getting kind of crazy. Actually, that doesn't really help. Well, a little bit. Officer Maria Hill, there, and a wound.
Alright, we're going to play everything out except for Unstable Molecules.
Okay, play everything out except for Unstable. So let's go. Twisting Equations, 2 recruit, 4 of a kind, 4 attack for playing a 4, up to 17. Psychic Search, you still only have the 1 Jean Grey, so it's only going to be 2. Oh, I just knocked that down. 19 attack on the board here. Invisible Barrier goes up to 24. There you are. And all the grays give you 2, 3 more recruit, 9 recruit. You've got 1, 2 attack, 6, and now you're done with that. Unstable Molecules and the wound are left.
We have 26.
26 attack and 9 recruit, according to my calculations. Zemo is 22 to hit twice, so you can hit Baron Helmut Zemo twice this turn. So far.
We are going to recruit our 7.
Okay, Ultimate Nullifier is yours. for 7.
We will
Placed
play
with another unstable molecules.
Unstable molecules to draw him.
Okay, you play it to draw 2 cards, only 1, and it is ultimate nullifier. Now you can cancel fight effects. And you play it, you get 4 more attack. You're up to 10, and you have 2 recruit left to focus to get attack against the Mastermind, which is you're 1 short for hitting him 3 times. But you do have enough to hit him twice, and I think Heinrich. So that focus is active if you like to use it. You also have a wound in your hand you could KO, or you could draw extra cards next turn.
Does the fight effect also cancels the Mastermind's fight effect as well, right?
It says if an enemy, so it does cancel Mastermind fight effects, so you can cancel all the tactic effects, I think. If you choose, per each one.
Does the Team Modern, what does their hand look like?
Their hand is...
Assuming they have attack.
Attack, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack and a card draw coming up.
No, attack, not attack.
Attack, yes, they have several attacks. They have 1, 2, 3.
All right.
So they're safe from these tactics. Okay, what's it looking like you're gonna do?
We're gonna hit. Doesn't really matter which order we do it in. Let's get old Zemo out of here.
All right, you're gonna take out Heinrich Zemo. Oop. Slippery die. All right, and you get the Mastermind card. That one is yours. No more tactics over there. So you are down to 1 Mastermind. Well done there. I can go ahead and slide him over. You're at 21 attack left. $11 to hit. You could hit him twice if you focus. He's got 3 tactics left and the Mastermind card. So victory is not out of your reach. It just depends on how much time you have.
Yeah.
Where is that twist? Twists, plural.
One shy, which really sucks.
You do have the focus. What are you 1 shy for?
You're muted.
Is he talking right now?
We can't hear you. I think your mic died.
Okay, we'll give him a second. What do you think they should do? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
We should have Cypher in our deck. We hit the Mastermind last turn.
You hit Helmut. You're right. You're totally right. So
So
he should be drawn this turn.
that changes our calculation too, because we should have.
It does. Nobody caught it.
I did. I was
now.
wait a minute. Why is he up there? He should be in our deck.
Just now, yeah.
Yeah.
So you did hit him once. He had those. So you get the bystander and Cypher. So when you did that last unstable molecules,
Yeah.
he'll be drawn, but it doesn't give you anything anyway.
Would it? Well, we wouldn't
would-
know if he'd been in our hand before we played on the giant hand.
Right.
That's the only. Which would have given us the 1 extra attack that we needed.
That's true.
But it's kind of too late to undo all of that.
Well, I mean,
Well, actually, I mean it's.
not for this, not necessarily, because it would have been it would have happened.
Yeah.
You drew all your cards, so you would have drawn everything anyway.
Yeah.
So if Modern is okay with it, I can give it to you.
only let us draw the one card because it was our giant
Right.
hand.
It lets you draw
The
one.
ambush would have allowed them to draw. By the time they had the ambush and everything, they would have been able to draw it.
They would have had it. So for
Yeah.
this scenario, we can wind it back. You're totally right. So you're at 22 attack from that first one giant hand because you had all the cards you were going to have. And Cypher wouldn't have done anything. Yeah, there you go. You're good. Good catch.
Because even if Cypher was the last card in the deck, they could use him to draw the Mr. Fantastic after they recruited him.
Exactly.
Okay, we're gonna hit Zemo twice and focus to draw an extra card at the end of our turn.
All right, let's do it. Okay, we're going to hit him once. And here's the tactic you get. It is Revenge for my father. Each other player reveals their hand. Each player who revealed an Avengers hero gains a wound. I think this is the one that's going to actually give you a wound. Do you have any henchmen? Or not henchmen. Yep, Lockjaw gives you a wound, fortunately.
With Mr. Fantastic's rare.
And yes, you cancel it, so that's very nice of you guys. You didn't have to do that. Okay, tactic.
Just hope the scheme twists on the bottom of the deck. Scheme twists are on the bottom of the deck.
Or even the last half. That might be all the time you need. All right, so
That's true.
you're down to 11, and you're going to hit him a second time. So I'm pressing like 3 buttons here to do so. And other tactic.
Oh, this is so close.
All right. Each other player reveals a tech hero or KOs a villain from the victory pile. You can cancel it. They can reveal. It's fine. So it just doesn't happen. Okay. You are down to 2 more hits on the Mastermind. Those didn't count as villains, so he's still 11. And you say you're going to focus to draw an extra card, right?
Draw an extra card.
Okay. Not KO the wound.
Let
You could do either.
me confirm.
Yeah. I can see benefits of either one. I just don't know which one you want to do.
Forgot we had the wound sitting there.
You guys are so close.
All right, I think we're on draw.
Okay, you're on draw. So you focus 2 to draw. Here is your draw. Moving the HQ here. Okay, reshuffle everything. That was your entire deck. You've got we got a good shuffle. Here we go. We got 7 cards for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, you got both unstable molecules. It's promising, but right now it's just 4 attack and 4 recruit. A lot of grays. Okay, 22 attack is standing between you and victory. Also, whatever this is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's the laser maze. Bet you're never happy to see the laser maze. Whenever you fight a villain here, each other player reveals a ranged hero or gains a wound. And you already took out the living laser. So it goes here into the bank. Let's see what you guys can do. So I'm assuming you want to play optimized tech first, but you let me know. Because this triggers everything.
Correct.
Okay, playing this for 2. Attack. And you draw superior to others.
Go ahead and play that, I think.
Okay. We'll play
Wait,
it.
hold on.
Okay. What are they going to do here? This one lets them look at the top 2 cards of their deck. If one of them has a higher cost than the other, draw it, put the rest back in any order.
Yes, we're going to play that for now.
Okay, you play it for 2 recruit. Top 2 cards of your deck are an operative and a wound. They both cost 0, so they go back. Which one would you like to put on top?
Put the wound on top.
Yeah, this has failed you twice.
I think. What's our recruit looking like on the board?
You've got 2, 3, 5. You do have a lockjaw.
Oh, we could get the 6. Let's put the recruit on top.
Okay, and I'm assuming you want to phase for it.
Yeah.
So you do so. Phase lockjaw for the extra recruit. And
Do we have a discard pile?
You do. And you got wounds in it.
We have wounds in it?
Yep, you have that grievous wound that's been plaguing you. It's in there, the blunt force trauma.
Oh my gosh, I would love to KO that with the Heartless Computer Scientist.
All right, you play Heartless Computer Scientist. 2 more recruit, and you hit your blunt force trauma really hard until it goes away.
Yes.
You hack it away. All right.
Wounds.
You hack the wound. All right, you got the neural network. That's the recruiter thing. Or that's the extra card next turn.
Oh my
Everything else plays out.
He's a hack. He wants me to pay so much money for my pills. It's ridiculous.
Okay, you got 5 and 6.
Your microphone is cutting out really
It's
badly.
Okay,
The microphone shuts down in the presence of sarcasm.
Oh, I was talking about Kyla's.
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Okay.
One moment.
Yep.
Do they have a blue?
What's that?
Do they have a ranged?
Oh, they do. Jean Grey is right here on top.
Okay. Okay. We're going to hit both of the Mandroids.
Do you care which one you hit first? It doesn't really matter. You have.
Doesn't really matter. No.
All right. So if you hit the one in the laser maze, once again, KO one of your heroes.
The recruit.
Okay, getting rid of the operative and the Mandroid. And laser maze activates. However, I assume Classic reveals their Jean Grey to avoid the wound.
Yeah.
And the Mandroid goes up to 3 attack this turn, but they have 3, so they take it out for 3.
We will hit the other one, yeah.
Right? KO one more of your heroes.
Recruit.
Other operative is gone. And I almost said the Mandarin. The Mandroid is gone. Okay. There's
And
just
we
2
will
more
buy
villains.
the 6-cost Gamora.
What about Trevor?
Nothing. Not Trevor. All right. Baron Helmut Zemo's 9 attack for Team Modern. And you're going to buy the 6-cost Gamora, which is going to give you... Not a buy stand. You don't have that vision, but we'll take her. And you get... Oh, that's the wrong deck. I knew I was going to do that once. All right.
It took longer than usual, though.
It did. I'm proud of myself for getting to turn 32 before I did it. Okay. So there we go. You get to draw 1 extra card this turn at the end of this turn. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and a shuffle. 2 more.
I now have a cat in my lap, but it's much bigger than the one that was on his face.
I sure hope that's not a euphemism.
Oh, Lord, no. Oh, my God.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving over.
I could say something that would factually be correct, but would sound bad, and I'm not going to do it.
I think you should go DM that to Viral and Vicky. They'll appreciate it. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen here. There's only a few cards left in the villain deck. I will feel really bad if the game ends here because I want to see how it ends, but I can't change things. I could. All right. I almost don't want to flip this one over, but I have to. Turn 33. Okay, it's Dark Child. Inferno Dark Child. Reveal the top card of your deck. KO it or teleport it is the fight effect. I have to catch my breath for a second. All right. So we got Infernos in locations. But not the best hand for you guys. We'll see what you guys can do.
Play unstable molecules.
All right, draw 2. Shield Agent, Twisting Equations. You got 1 more shot.
Draw 2.
Otherwise, it ends here. One giant hand. Cypher. Again, Cypher, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, draw 1, discard the other. So it won't change your hand size.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Cypher.
Okay, playing Cypher, top 2 cards of your deck. Draw 1, discard the other. It is a wound and Disappearing Act. I can probably guess.
I think we'll discard the wounds.
Yeah. Unfortunately, your rare is stuck in the deck.
Yep.
But if you play one giant hand now, that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attack with with Jean Grey. That's 11, and that is enough to hit the Mastermind if you wanted to. You've also got 4 Recruit from Disappearing Act, and then you've got Twisting Equations, 6 Recruit, and then you've got all these Greys. So you can get up to 9 Recruit and 13 attack. What would you like to do?
Go back in time and make some different decisions.
Don't we all have that wish?
There's 1 tactic left, correct?
There's 1 tactic left, and then the Mastermind card.
What is the other team? How do they look attack wise?
I don't recall it being great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if they play Lockjaw. And they have Helmut is 9 for them. So very close.
We have no draw power, do we?
No. Yeah. You have no draw power. You do have the ability to phase Lockjaw for something better, but he's already 2 attack by himself.
Oh.
Do we have a discard pile?
You have no discard pile.
We have the 2 Gamoras, the three attack Gamoras in our deck, so it'd be it's technically possible. But
Doesn't
yeah.
the Tech Iron Man let them draw a card? This one does not.
We don't have it yet.
The dual class one does. So
Well, if you got a tech that had attack, that would also work, I think.
right.
So
And you have thinned your deck a bit, so it's not impossible.
let's go ahead and hit Zemo for his last
Okay,
tactic.
hit him for 11. This is so close. Encounter goes up. Final tactic. Endless minions. Each other player reveals a tech hero or chooses a villain from the victory pile and enters the city. I'm assuming you want to reveal one of your tech heroes. So you do. And we're down to this. 6 recruit left. There are, if I can count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards left in the villain deck. 7 cards left.
There is an equal chance that it's a Scheme Twist or a villain.
Yeah. Let's play our card.
Down to the wire.
Just play the rest of our cards out.
Play it all out. All right, so where was I? Oh yes, the rest of the Greys. Okay, 9 recruit and 2 attack. If they had the rare Mr. Fantastic, they could have hit the Mastermind again.
We could have.
But he didn't show up.
Yeah.
Nullifier
Let's
blew up.
focus 8 to draw 4 cards.
You do it. Focus 8 to draw 4 cards. It is. Here we go. So 10 cards. 1, 2, 3. Those were waiting for you.
Of course.
Just
yeah.
hanging out in the deck.
Just the 2 other rares. It's fine.
7 more.
Well, the nice thing about that hand right there is it's already enough to hit the Mastermind without any of your other cards.
It is. All right. And let's keep drawing more cards.
But will we survive 2 more turns?
2 more
I don't know.
turns.
I don't know. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you got 1 giant hand already, so
This reminds me of, I think it was the first viewers play we did that was so down to the wire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is not what I expected for this game at all.
Well, neither of us expected this.
It almost makes you not want to practice at all. But, you know, still, there's things you learn from it, but who knows how it was going to turn out. All right, speaking of how it's going to turn out, it's going to end right here. Can we all go home? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. No, it's just Infernal Colossus. Jeez. Okay. Hey, there's an ambush effect. Do you want them to not... That's what I thought. He's not shouting. All right. So,
Only he could let us draw 2 cards.
Nope. You guys are stuck with this, whatever. All right. I reveal Invisible Barrier to cancel his ambush effect, and you draw 2 on the left. You get Unstable Molecules and Invisible Woman Disappearing Act. Okay. So, how would you like to play this?
I think we really only have one choice.
Okay.
I think we have to phase.
Okay, let me know exactly the order you want to play this in.
Phase first.
This could be the last turn in a good way or a bad way. All right, phase first. Let's phase. And you phase with... I think that's going to do it for you. I think that's the card you needed.
That is the card we needed.
All right, please play.
We will draw a card and draw Lockjaw.
All right, to attack, you draw Lockjaw. So now if you play everything out, you get 5 attack, 6, 7, 8, 10 attack.
Ollie, you could be a jerk and just jerk.
You want to pass?
No, you guys, I knew from the get-go that they were going to be the hard hitters. And, like, that's the only reason that I went the route of having you guys discard cards in the beginning, so we had just at least a slight chance of catching up, since things were leaning in our favor early game.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were. I knew that's why you denied us.
All right. You got to call it, make
our,
it official.
Our HQ in the long game screwed us more than anything.
Okay, you got to call it so this game can end.
How did we screw you?
No, our HQ.
Oh, I was like, we didn't do anything.
You got 5 seconds to hit the Mastermind, or I'm not going to let you do it.
Oh my
3,
goodness, okay.
2,
Did I draw a card? Did we draw Lockjaw?
You did. It's all played out. You have 10 attacks.
Where is he? Oh, you returned him already.
He went bye-bye.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and deal the final blow, please.
All right, you do it.
Bagel's ready to eat and go home.
I'm just like, not just me. All right, here we go. That cost you 9 only. And here we go. Zemo is
Lockjaw's the real MVP.
Lockjaw showed up for this game. His real MVP. And hey, Team Classic, Team Modern, you have both won the game.
Yay! What was the next card?
Now time to find out where those scheme twists were. Yeah, I was about to say.
Right, yeah.
32% chance it's a Scheme Twist.
All right, I'm going to grab the villain deck here. All right, we'll reveal them one at a time. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards left. Here we go. Next card was a Mandroid. So even you had one more turn. After that,
Well, that's the last Mandroid.
there it was. There it was. Here we go. And keep going. Master Strike. Bystander. M'Baku, which means Scheme Twist on the bottom, which I guess wouldn't have mattered if you hit this penultimate one. But way to hang in there after that rough start. Jeez. Okay. Baby Berlim said, was the next villain card a Scheme Twist? Yes. In 2 it was. And what was the next sidekick in the stack we could have recruited? It was Zabu for KOs. It was Zabu. So well done. Time to do an official VP count. Just to make it super clear, I'll put the other HQ up here. But that was a lot of fun. I'm personally glad it didn't go the way that you guys expected, because that made it more fun for me and I think everybody else. But thank you for captaining from the same household. I know that was logistically a little tricky, but you did it, and I appreciate it.
It ended up being more fun than I anticipated, so I am very thankful for that as well.
And thank you everybody who played in the chats on Twitch. If you would like to participate in one of these, all you got to do is, again, you can follow on Coffee as an officer, you can subscribe on Twitch, you can also become a hero or villain in the chat by collecting booster packs, getting enough to get a roll that way, and you can play in the next one, and I will announce when that one's going to be. Probably we're doing these every couple of months now, so stay tuned for that. All right, let's go for total VP and see if you guys' count matched with mine. Starting with Team Classic, they got 1, 2, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 27, 33, 39, 45, 51, 57, 63, 69 points on the left. Yep, Kylah, you were right.
I was 1 point off. Oh, they
And
got
then-
an extra bystander that I didn't count.
They did. And then modern 6, 7, 8, 12, 15, 17, 23, 27, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 on the right, which is going to give the game to Team Classic, but Team Modern did pretty darn good too, especially with what happened in your practice games for sure. So yeah, 3 booster packs for Team Classic, 1 booster pack each for Team Modern, but everybody gets packs. But well done. Well done, well done. Thank you for playing. Okay. Any last words you want to say to everybody and each other before I do last minute close-ups? We're going to go raid somebody, so stick around.
It's way past my bedtime. It's like 7:30. These old bones, they gotta go to bed. But seriously, good job.
Good game all around.
I'm very surprised, but pleasantly so, and it was great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anything you-
I
yep.
thought it was. If Kylah can tell you, there was a part of me that wasn't looking too forward to it, and I actually had a fair amount of fun. So
Good. I'm really glad. By the way, if you'd like to be a team captain next time, you give Ollie and Kyle a little bit of a break. Let me know as early as you can. If you come to me as a pair, I'm more likely to make you the team captains for next time. And it's going to be a couple of months from now. I can work around your schedule. Ollie wasn't able to make it during a weekday for the draft, so I worked around his schedule to make sure he could be there. And I can do that with you guys as well because it's important that the captains are there. Coming up this week, Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Pacific is going to be the Captain Marvel setup, and then that's 1 week until Endgame, and I'm very excited we're almost there. That's going to be fun. Wednesday, fingers crossed, I will have a Black Panther stream for you. Not just me, I think Travel Size might also have one too. So a full day of Black Panther game streaming. Thursday, randomizer stream 2 p.m. Pacific, and then Saturday, maybe not, I'll let you know on Monday. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Make sure in the Discord, and let's go see. I think Time Roller was super awesome and came by, so we're going to go ahead and raid Time Roller back because we love his channel. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody, and thank you, and have a great rest of your weekend.